Y'all hear me? Can you hear me? Let's try this. Alright, let's see how my setup is. Alright, I'm just powering through. Okay, 1 second. Alright, Restless Natives in the house. Never forget Moonchild. Alright, can you hear me properly? I just want to add some stuff here. Alright. Alright, audio's good. That's good. Let's see. Okay, I'm sitting down right now. I'll be standing up later. I just started to... Oh, yes. Low volume. Okay, I get it. Stuff here. Okay, volume's too low. Okay, yeah, I'll have to double check the thing. Audio. Sound devices. It's always the... Okay, hearing is the volume too low, too high, too medium? Okay, adjusted here. Alright. Cause I reset my microphone. Not that one. Like audio. It's always something new. Just device properties. Additional device properties. This one. Okay. Levels. Okay, yeah. No, that's speakers. Okay, it should be fine. Volume is... Microphone is on. Topic discussed here. Can't wait. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of stuff. And yeah, I guess audio. I'll increase it like here then. Okay, I'll increase it like this. Once you go blank, you never go blank. Okay, A+ on laptop. Okay, I'm not on a laptop, but we'll see. All right. Okay, I increased the volume a tiny bit. I think it's a pleasant volume. All right, pleasant. All right, sounds good. Now let's just do some housekeeping. How many people do we have? 16 people. And I will just go set up the thingy Telegram. Okay, I was just trying to get up some stuff. I was a bit busy beforehand. Whoops, shaking up. Okay, and also it's Olympics. The Olympic ceremony is pretty wild. I've seen some of it. Okay, better now. Okay, I increased it. I can increase it even more, but because when I stand up, I'm closer to the mic. So let's have a look here. Alright, so this is the Telegram as always, and this is the stream here. And you can go and... Yeah, so topic's gonna be next level. So I gotta keep going with my predictive programming. I predicted Trump's fake assassination. What else can I predict? Alright, so as always guys, go to this links page right here. I just tapped it right here. There's links to the links. So all the links will be in here. I just finished making it just now. And just some of it in here. We'll go through it. And if you have anything, just let me know in there as well. Alright, so the next setup here, let's continue here. So MES links, as always, you can go to MES links. Everything will be there. If you need a link to anything, just go to MES links and click drop down and see what there is. There's 9/11 stuff, MH370. Conspiracy stuff, debunking flat earth, and so on. And some occult stuff. So here, the occult one, you can see the Trump birthday coincidence I made last year. Which is, again, the Moonchild, absolutely ridiculous stuff going on with this whole Trump character. Alright. Evening, ladies and gents. 9/11 Revisionist is in the house. Okay, guys, let's go. It's we have 17 people in here. Olympic opener was... was insight into the ruling elite minds. Yeah, definitely. And also the Bohemian Grove, if anyone's seen that. Olympics started already. Wasn't consulted. Yeah, apparently the ceremony was yesterday. All right. So the next setup is, as always, guys. I could donate and become super fan and give me a bunch of cash, monies, and super chats and so on. So donate, become super fan right here. $15 a month, and you get a trophy and so on. You get a bunch of emojis and so on as well. And what else is it? Mute Telegram, web Telegram, see if it's muted. These are just my housekeeping stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna stop covering mouth while talking near mic. All right, I'll try to do that. And double check audio properties 100%. It looks like it. And also Telegram. Everything I throw in is first in Telegram. I like it because I can put everything. It's easy to search on everything, and I don't need to get distracted by a bunch of feeds from like a news feed on Twitter or whatever. So everything is easily sorted and so on. And there's this is from 1985. Trump Middle East peace deal. That's what his life goal was, to make a Middle East peace deal. It's like the all giant script. The hosted Olympic flag upside down during Olympic anthem. Interesting. All right, so yeah, that is very interesting, the ceremony and stuff. Okay, so let's see the next setup. Also, yeah, fund my trip to John and Nancy's lab. Yeah, so eventually I wanna end up going there if I can, if Nancy is you know, not pushing back on me going there. But anyways, like I said before, it's got some handler vibes. But we'll see how that goes. Anyways, throw money at me, and enough money talk. Let's go over to this one here. So if you haven't seen my earlier video, first, before we get to the 2025, well, up to you guys. I can go to 2025 stuff now, or go over some 9/11 housekeeping first. I think go some, yeah. So yeah, Stephen F has a super fan. I mean, he's a super fan. He gets a trophy emoji, and he has the MES emoji. Now that's next level stuff, guys. So you can get in on that. All right. So I'm gonna go over some here. If you haven't seen this one, so in the chat, let me know if I should get straight to the 2025 stuff or go over some other stuff beforehand, because I have 2025 stuff afterwards. I'm gonna go over some 9/11 stuff, Trump ear stuff, Paris stuff, and then go over the 2025 stuff as we go on. I just want to go over this because this is trending. All right. Where is it? It is right. Whoops, I'm gonna close this. Okay, so this is scroll back up, yeah, and this is the web telegram. Put it in front here. All right. What did I click right here? Okay, compilation. Yeah. So if you haven't seen my earlier video on the compilation of the 9/11 code planes, absolutely wild. This is like 6 months in the making, guys. I had to double check. I have to get all the original footage, as Mark Conley gave me advice. Some of the newer ones. They either look more fake or look too realistic. You gotta go with the original, and but regardless, most of them are pretty much show the same thing, like the missing wing. And yeah, so these are all compilation of all the missing wings, and they all go to some of them, yeah, depending on the angle, they would all disappear at the exact same time, and there's a mystery plane the whole time. But I think I've solved what the mystery one is. Discuss chronologically. Okay, so you want me to just go continue follow the stuff chronologically? All right, that'd be good. Did you see that picture of that duet sack hangout? Oh yeah, I've seen some of that on X. Yeah, that's absolutely well. Anyways, this missing wing one, I wanted to show this stuff here. And before we get to, yeah, instead of watching the whole thing, there's a couple things that I discovered. Okay, first I'm gonna go. Okay, so we'll actually open this up and play it over here on YouTube. So we'll play some of this, actually. We'll play it all in here. Alright, so can you guys hear the audio? Okay, you should be able to hear audio. I'll just turn the audio off. Yeah, so this one here is this is the Lopez one. I think it's, what is that called? Keith Lopez. Yeah, the Keith Lopez footage. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, this is Keith Lopez, FDR drive. Look, notice how the wing disappears? This is the one that's like, it just disappears for no reason. And it's like, you can see a tiny bit of part of it behind it. And it goes in straight into it. Alright, Timothy Sullivan, yeah, share that compilation video. Yeah, definitely. Compilation fun, it does multiple things all at once. It debunks CGI, so all the disinfo agents saying it was footage or CGI. But it also debunks mainstream, yeah, it also debunks actual planes, or actual physical object. Because it's showing that the wing is disappearing. It's not a camera artifact or compression artifact. Here's another one. We'll go back here. And there's a mystery plane right there. There's a mystery plane there, flying nearby. That's pretty interesting. And then notice again the wing. This one, wing doesn't matter. It's interlacing. Interlacing is when you have the frames a bit like side to side, so you see all these lines because of the recording medium that they're using. But anyways, you could see it there. There's no wing there. Yeah, Methyl Miner's in the house. Epic stuff, Methyl Miner. Let me know when you've finished that do logo. What that means, that would be epic if you could do it. Anyways, okay, now this is, yeah, so this wings disappearing. You can see a tiny bit thing on, but again, it's phasing out. And there's that mystery plane again there. And let's see, okay, this is another one. This is behind the crane. Someone was saying, oh, it's compression wing because it's behind the crane. I'm like, it's perfectly fine, normal everywhere. Everywhere it's fine. Except at the same spot where it all phases out for all the other ones. And then I did the compilation one. This one where yeah, so there it is. Wing is fine, and then, whoops, what just happened? So the wing is fine, wing is fine, and it just turns into complete gone at the same spot. Okay, methyl miner got back from drinking at the beach. Interesting. Methyl miner taking over the game. All right. Yeah, and now here, this is the one where when I was going through this, this is absolutely ridiculous. This is when they all are in sync. So again, it's not a compression artifact. In other words, it's not some random phenomena that just occurs. This is literally the projection tech getting phasing out, or like the rapid frame of the camera capturing some of the times when it's not being lit up. So all in the exact same time. And you could do this for 10 plus. I might do a separate video doing all 10 plus at the same time, like in sync. All right. So there's the slow motion one. And notice again, it goes behind the crane, but the crane is fine. It's fine. Okay, and then there's the wing is gone. The wing is gone at the same time, same place. There's literally no reason for that. And again, I show many of these instances. Doesn't matter far, close. You'll see some of them, but again, not all of them, because some of the cameras, depending on the angle, the close one, like Scott Meyer's one, it shows the actual wing. So. Okay, there was some methyl miner. There was some activity at the start of Hurricane Beryl on June 18th, June 20th. Yeah, I've seen some of that. It's pretty wild. What I was trying to do is try to get it like in an actual chart one instead of screenshots, and also to see if I can scope in and out, see the full context. That's why I might do a deep dive on Hurricane Aaron data and magnetometer data on everything. Okay, and there it is. Okay, there's also a whole lot of electromagnetic interference. This one is pretty wild. Right after this one, notice what happened. This one, okay, after this one, once these are done, the next video after this is absolutely crazy. Yeah, look at this. Look at the electromagnetic interference of this one. It's like all flipping out, and then the alleged plane hits. Right on it, you got, and there's a whole bunch of electromagnetic interference. I put the timestamp as well, so you can see a whole bunch of stuff there. There's more interference, electromagnetic interference right here. This one, right on the explosion, there's this thingy. Let's see this on the top here. Yeah, this bleeps out right on the explosion. Yeah, right on the explosion. See some other stuff. There's also, I put the links to all the mystery planes. Pen bomb. I just want to go over some of the knotted one. So yeah, the knotted one uses professional camera, and this one it shows the wing is gone on when it's coming in, and then it reappears. So you can see actually reappearing. Whoops! I hate when it. Why does it do that? Okay, when I scroll down, okay, and then it goes back. So you can see that it's not there, and it shows there. And they use a professional camera for back in the day. It's still pretty good. This one is not a brothers. We're using this camera. And it's in the memorial, the 9/11 memorial. Okay, and then this one right here. Here's you can actually see the reflections of this alleged plane on this. It's like a dark spot. And also notice these weird rainbowing on the background. It turns all these weird colors. Gotta go back here. Yeah, I'll do it in slow motion. But anyways, it's like rainbowing around when it hits. And there's the increased contrast, or just change the color, so you can see that that reflection. And this one again, this is using a professional camera for back then. And then the left wing's disappearing. The right one, it looks like some sort of missile going in, and a delayed explosion. Again, the building's absorbing that. And then this was the camera that Luke Kershan was using. This is a Betacam SP. There's some more stuff there. There's that orbs. You can see the orb stuff around this. Actually, we get to the orb soon, yeah, here. So this one here, the next one, mystery orbs. So you can see the mystery orbs all surrounding this. And if you increase contrast and so on, you can see, I have it super fast speed. Go to the mystery orb again here. So here's slow motion. You can see a bunch of these orbs around it. And if you increase contrast, you'll see a whole bunch. If you zoom out, you'll see even more. It's actually amazing. And then there's a mystery plane always behind it. And then at the end, there's a mystery plane and a mystery orb. Okay, there's a mystery plane right there. And again, it's going in like it's absolutely nothing. That's wild. Okay, see the next. And then another thing I found out was So this is the Fairbanks footage. There's a reflection here. There's also some electromagnetic interference beforehand, but there's also a mystery plane right there. So this is the first time that I've seen footage before the impact. The mystery plane is seen. There's a mystery plane. All right, so that's that one. The car window reflection isn't physically positive. Seating video. No, I don't know. I don't know about that. It depends on the angle. It just looks might look different. You would need to model out. It's hard to say. Like I wouldn't. I don't see why it's impossible. Let's see. I don't see why it would be. Because it's like it's going down. This hits this and goes down to you. I don't see why. I would need to see a 3D model of it. Let's see if you could see if you go to the original footage, you could see exact angle. I think or more. You could see more of it. The mystery orbs I think is more. I think the mystery plane. I think we may have at least. So I think it's a delta one. I'll explain it. Okay, there's some interference. There's a reflection. You can see the reflection the entire time on the top there. So nothing ever changes the entire time. The reflection is like. Yeah, so the entire time it's moving properly. Like there's nothing happening with the windshield. Okay. Anyways, and it also gets absorbed into it. And then afterwards, what I didn't realize. So the mystery plane's there. The mystery plane. First time I've seen it before impact, and then the camera goes off. Could be a reflection of a reflection. I'm not sure. But maybe inside it or something. But I don't see an issue with it because it's at an angle. The light's going down. This one, you need to see it 3D because it's 2D. When you compress it into like just looking at it 2D, it's hard to. You might get confused. Might be tricky. Yeah. So I think my current one is I think some sort of a missile-like thing, but an advanced missile / cloaking mechanism. All right, and yeah, there's a camera flickering on and off. So there's always some sort of weird. Yeah, and the whole thing goes on and off. Okay, and then the next one is. This was the slow motion one. And then also the lights on the McDonald's and the sushi restaurant. So people, I mean the Burger King. This was actually Burger King. And then there's let's go to, where did it go? Burger King. Okay, this was, yeah, the lights right here. Flick on and off. So Burger King and this is the sushi restaurant. Yeah, initially people said just Burger King, but I realized it's actually both. And it's both of them flicker. Alright, and then last one. And then even these guys, the Knotted Brothers, are using professional camera. And this is the best you can get from the first one. And the other interesting part is pretty much every single person was caught off guard by giant planes flying over. I used to live near an airport. The entire building would shake. Like, you would know when a plane's coming. Like, the entire dinner table would just shake. Okay, and now we're talking like a low altitude going 500 miles an hour. This, so that's the best footage you'll see. And then there's that mystery plane right here. There's a mystery plane flying away. So if you look at it, take a screenshot of it. So this is why I wanted to go over this first. And so now we got over all this. Now I'm going to go over to the mystery plane stuff right here in chronological order. So we go to the next one. Mystery plane equals another plane. So I saw this actually from Paul Lovelace's comment on Mark Collins. So I haven't banned. I don't even know how to unban him. I wanted to get him on just to chat in the thingy, just to show his. But I told him, yeah, just stop saying planes are real. Because he wanted to discuss that thingy. But what I want to do is, so this one here got this comment saying, this is on Mark Collins' one. So Mark Collins shared my compilation video. And then Paul Lovelace messaged there, and initially, yeah, he says, with regards to the background color changing right when the airplane flies past, definitely is a red flag. Well, think an aircraft. He also says he thinks aircraft. I think, they don't get swallowed by buildings. It's not a real airplane. Okay, he's saying this background color change is highly suspicious. That's a Luc Crescent rainbow color background change. Indicate a powerful source of electromagnetic interference. Its source or its effect, I've no guess except to say that there was more than going on than just an airplane impacting it. Yeah, so at least he's making some progress. But then, so he said here, right here, it says, Mark, all of these aircraft can be identified by their radio traffic, which we hear on the ATC NORAD tapes. One plane makes a report of smoke in Lower Manhattan, and another aircraft reports the second aircraft descending towards the tower. No, this one is misleading. he doesn't say. He reports another plane going. This is the one where it's actually raises a lot more questions. So he says a second aircraft descending towards the tower is not strange at all. Several aircraft were in the NY terminal radar approach control area before any orders were given to shut down airspace. Those, quote, mystery aircraft are heard being given instruction to avoid the hijack. So they could be actually... yeah, so he has some truth there, but again, he's just assuming that it's the plane. Because again, you can rule out the plane by impact physics, by the fact that the wing's disappearing. So you can't just ignore random stuff, ignore stuff. Every time I see 9/11 fire. 9/11 fire explosives, especially Ashton's name. I deleted a post, no further, except to say free energy is real. Okay, this is Ashton. They claim, okay, this is interesting. We'll go over that. I'll read that later. But anyways, what I want to show first is, so the real plane does not, the wing doesn't disappear in real life, okay? So you have to work from what you absolutely know is real, which is that the plane's wings real plane wings should not disappear, and then go backwards. So if the audio is correct, if they're saying they spotted it, so then you have to explain how did it spot a wing, a fake plane-looking object that has disappearing wings. So you can't just go with what you can't pick and choose what you want to believe or what you want to accept. So the biggest one is like this is irrefutable. And now here's the other part is the impact physics. Impact physics is literally right in our face. This is the one where right when I saw Judy Wood's book and when she talks about it. Well, this is the one like I knew because I did civil engineering for years. Well, I graduated in civil engineering, but yeah, so I did many years in university on it. And there's no way a thin aluminum plane is going through a steel building and then a delayed explosion. So here's the second quote plane, and this is on the right. It's bunker buster missile. On the left is a jet going 500 miles an hour. This is another aluminum composite jet from the decades ago. This is a concrete wall of a. This is for a nuclear tower. They're testing it up. And then on the right is another 1960s plane crash. And there's a wooden pole. Look at the wing, wooden pole. Let's go here. Here's slow motion. This goes in completely. No, look at the damage on the front. And this whole building, this whole block is completely undamaged. Yeah, I gotta close some stuff. And then this one here, look at the right is the bunker buster missile, and look at the explosion at the same time. And then this is a bit more slow. And then look at this one right here. This wooden pole is stronger than the wingtip, and pretty much the whole plane. Because again, plane is just thin aluminum. Okay, let's see. Go back here. Look on the right there. It gets sliced off. Okay, why is it? It's gonna go repeat again. Okay, there it is. Look at the right here. It's sliced off. So it's sliced off, and then this is flying near ground level. You're not going to fly. This is what should have happened on the Pentagon one, but the Pentagon is absolutely ridiculous. It's so ridiculous that even Paul Lovelace accepts that it was not a real plane. Okay, I want to go to the Pentagon. Okay, so here's another one. This is that. And the Pentagon literally said that it hit 5 light poles, okay? This is where you can't make this stuff up. Okay, so there it hits one of them, and this is not even wood. This is actual steel or aluminum or whatever it is, and then it hits another one. All right, and this is what they're saying. They knocks them down, and then it gets swallowed with another one, and it's another one all at ground level at 500 miles an hour. Guys, this is actually the mainstream narrative. It's so absolutely stupid. It's ridiculous. Okay. All right, and then pole 5 hit there, and so on, and then it gets absorbed inside the building with no evidence of anything actually happening. Where's the actual the last? Oh yeah, I stopped that one because it just had like 2 frames of the nonsense. All right, so we've covered that part, and now we're gonna go to the mystery plan. So this is where it is. Go to chronological order. I'll try to fast forward unless people tell me otherwise. Okay, we got some messages here. Okay. Okay, yeah, stay safe, bud. Okay, so he deleted his post, I think. Ashton deleted his post. So yeah, this is the messages. You can see the original comment here. Let's see, I deleted a post, no further comment except to say free energy is real. Yeah, so Ashton deleted, and he blocked 9/11 Revisionist and me. And now he's just doing the usual nonsense Ashton. All right, go back to the mystery plane. So this one, I spent a couple hours this morning going over this because it's pretty wild. Okay, so here's a mystery plane. On the right is a Delta Airlines flight 1989. So I did some stuff here. So the mystery plane on 9/11 is likely the Delta Airlines flight 1989. So right here, this was Delta Airlines 1989. It was a regular scheduled flight offering nonstop morning service on September 11th, 2001 from Logan International Airport to Los Angeles International Airport on a Boeing 767. Anyways, this is what it looked like. Okay. So, and going back here, so that is the this one here. This is the mystery plane. But here's another thing. This is like very far out, and you could literally clearly tell it's a plane. Okay, compare that with whatever this object was. Okay, so actually before that, yeah. So if you were to hand draw a plane and a black silhouette of a plane, it literally looks just like that. So this is something really weird going on with whatever this object is. It's not a regular plane. This is much closer than that other one. And now if you go, I just want to say real plane. Okay. So if you look at these images right here, which one of these looks like an actual plane? And okay, and these are all closer filmed than this one. This was further out, zoomed in, and then it looks like a plane. You can actually see it. You can see the wing, the fin, and so on, or the livery, or whatever it's called. Anyways, and look at all these ones have missing wings and all black and dark when they shouldn't be. All right, it looks nothing like a plane. And especially this one looks like a missile type setup there. All right. Okay, so we have that. I go back to the mystery step. Okay, I'm gonna go to the mystery. Okay, so now this one here is likely this one. And more reason for this is, well, this is because at 8:51 a.m., 5 minutes before the first impact, it was just 8:40. No, it was 5 minutes after. 5 minutes after. So 5 minutes after the first impact, which was at 8:46 a.m. So you can go to Wikipedia right here, and I open this up. So a flight controller at the FAA's New York Center notices that Flight 175 had changed its transponder. This is the alleged second plane. Changes transponder code twice 4 minutes early. He tries to contact the flight, another flight in the area, Delta Airlines flight 1489. This is a typo, should be 1989, I believe. Reports the sight of smoke coming from Lower Manhattan to New York Center. This is the first word any pilots in the flight received of the incident. All right, so they're saying that they Delta Airlines flight 1989, not 1489. So that's what they're saying at 81. I mean at 8:51. I mean, and you can hear this is the audio recording. Let's play unmute.
Manhattan. I'm sorry, say again. A lot of smoke in Lower Manhattan. A lot of smoke in Lower Manhattan. We're out of the top of the World Trade Center building. A major fire. Yeah. Anybody know what that smoke is in Lower Manhattan? I'm sorry, say again. A lot of smoke in Lower Manhattan. A lot of smoke in Lower Manhattan. We're out of the top of the World Trade Center building. A major fire.
Yeah. So that one, I don't know why it's not. Yeah, I don't know why that wasn't. What's it called? There was the video. I gotta find the video. Audio. Here's the audio. I don't know why it wasn't showing the full transcript. Let's go. I think it was 2022. Yeah. Okay. They don't show the. Yeah. They forgot to scroll more. Yeah. It says World Trade Center, etc. So that wasn't a Delta one apparently. But again, this was released in September 7th. Actually, this is the audio. This channel uploaded. This is September 7th, 2011. It's almost. Yeah, actually, 10 years later. Yeah, not even almost. I'll just say put exactly. I'm gonna do a. So those audio recordings were uploaded 10 years after 9/11. So that one is saying, and you can see the transcript and so on, and you could go. This transcript right here. You could click them, and it gives you some context on it. But you can go straight to the full PDF right here, and you can go smoke. It's a lot of smoke in Manhattan coming out of the World Trade Center building, major fire. Anyway, so this is at, I think it's 8:57. I think that's how they do the time. So 8:50:17. All right, interesting. Yeah, so that is the time right there. So what is the actual window? I think I just figured out how the time works. Window. This is 9:02:47. All right. So this is 13 minutes. Yeah, 13 seconds beforehand. All right. Okay, so I want to go back over to here. Yeah, so now we, yes, this is interesting stuff. It tells you the exact time. All right, and then if you go on to New York Times and they tell you that this was all uploaded, then, so this was released on April 7th, 2011. I have the archive of the New York Times right here. Again, I got to mute tab. And it tells you here, for one instance of morning September 11th, it was just whatever it was released. Let's say released. Okay, thread into, let's see, this moment. Yeah, so that moment is part of a newly published chronicle of the civil and military aviation responses to hijackings that originally had been prepared by investigators for 9/11 Commission, but never completed or released. And again, this is September 7th, 2011. Like, whoa, what's the point of tax dollars if they don't even do anything? All set on the do. Okay, epic stuff. I'll show that soon. Okay, so we've shown over that this type of plane, or this plane, was over WTC, and they saw the smoke. So, and this one looks like it. Literally, it just looks like it. So it could be that one. And then at 9:02:39, well, this one says 39, but it's actually 47, unless it ends at 47. This is at 9:02:47. The actual impact is at 9:02:59. So 13 seconds later, there's an impact. It was a second alleged plane in the. Okay, 9/11 is a shill. What? What is this guy saying? Eric Sandstrom? No, he's not. I think. Silha. Anyways, 9/11. You can meet him if you want, or deal with him. Anyways, okay. The next setup here. Okay, is right here. Yeah, so you can go. There's 9:02:47. And in that, there's audio video. I'll play the audio right now. So also the next one here. So then at 9:02:39, actually this should be 47. 47 is the actual one, not 39. I think they made a mistake. So 47 a.m., 20 seconds before the second. This is 13 seconds, or 12 seconds actually. We're doing real time research. 12 seconds before the second impact, another plane is spotted in rapid descent shortly before UA-175 allegedly crashes into the second tower. Note that Wikipedia wrongfully says they were looking at UA-175. And I'll go to Wikipedia right here. This is at 9, right here, at, where's the 9:02? I think it should be somewhere here. Why does it just disappear? Delta 1489. Yeah, this one here, 8:51. Yeah, no, that's 8:51. It should be at 9. Did they just delete it or something? Okay, this one. Oh, this is the. Okay, this is at 9:0. Yeah, so right here. So 9:02. It says air traffic controllers at New York Center watch flight 175 as it descends rapidly into a very low altitude. Again, this is fake. This is when you look at the audio, it does not sound like that's what they're talking about. It literally sounds like it's another plane. So the alleged spotted plane through a window is clearly not the same as UA-175. The flight controller literally says it is another situation, and another one just hit the building, aka wasn't the one he was looking at. The flight controller said the plane was about 4,500 feet before it began rapid descent, but according to February 7th, 2002 radar data, flight 175 was allegedly going already at 1,000 feet and going over 500 knots. Or in other words, 500, almost 600 miles an hour. And this audio is, again, April 7th. I'm going to play the audio, the second one. Here's the second alleged audio. Unmute this.
Can you see God about 4,000? Hey, can you look out your window right now?
Yeah.
Can you see God about 4,000 feet, about 5 east of the airport right now? Looks like he's...
Yeah, I see him.
You see God? Look, is he descending for the building also?
He's descending really quick, too, yeah.
Well, that's
2,500 feet now. He just dropped 800 feet in like one sweep.
That's another situation. What kind of airplane is that? Can you guys tell?
I don't know. I'll read it out in a minute. Another one just hit the building.
Wow. Wow.
Another one just hit it hard.
Another one just hit the World Trade.
The whole building just came apart.
Holy smokes. All right. I guess you guys can be busy.
There was an end?
All right. Yeah, so that's wild. If you listen to it again, I just want to go to the timing, okay? So I'll right when it hits, that should be the 59. So then that's probably, they probably reversed engineered the time. Let's go to the time.
What kind of airplane is that? Can you guys tell?
I don't know. I'll read it out in a minute.
39, so it should be 20 seconds-ish.
Another one just hit the...
So this is 26, so the actual time should be before 39. It should be, so 59, and then it should be before 39, so I'll just go, I'll just correct some stuff here. Yeah, so they have the time a bit off. 12 seconds before impact. No, this is actually 26 seconds before. That's when it started at 26, so I'm just doing my own timing. This is going to be 59 minus 20 is 49. I mean, 39, and then minus another 6, so 33. Okay, so we'll do that time at 9:02:33 a.m. And then here's a transcript of it. New York City unknown says, "Hey, can you look out your window?" So assuming there's Delta or something, just traffic controller or whatever. He says, "Yeah. Can you see a guy at about 4,000 feet? This is UA-75 visual United reporting to Tower Trowcom Tau. Okay, this is New York Center to this guy. Can you see a guy at 4,000 feet about 5 east of the airport right now? Looks like he's," and then truck. And yeah, I see him. So he's seeing a plane. New York City unknown. "Do you see that guy? Look, is he descending into the building also?" So this is a question. Is it talking about referring to the UA-175 or the Airlines 11 one that allegedly already hit the first time? And he says he's descending really quick too. Yeah, well, and he's 4,500 feet now. He just dropped 800 feet in like one sweep. Unknown situation. That's another situation. What kind of plane is that? Can you tell? I don't know. I'll read it out in a minute. And then a few seconds later, another one just hit. This guy says, "I'll look at it." And then he says another one hit. So it does not sound like he's not saying that this one just hit. I think there's the second plane there. And also, if you look at the radar data that was given in 2002, assuming this is all real, this is at 9:30. So let's say at around 30 seconds around this time, it's actually going to be at 1,000 altitude or 1,500 altitude. This line above is at this moment here. This was at this is about 9. This is 02. It's about 25. Yeah, it's 25 seconds, and it's going over 500 knots right here. So about almost 600 miles an hour at this point, and it's already 1,000. But the guy says it's 4,500, and it dipped down. Let's say 800 of 1,000. So giving that time frame, it would be around. He would be around this time, going down to here at least a minute beforehand. This would be over a minute and a half beforehand. And he's saying it's another one. So to me, it does not seem like it. The 8:46 of every day is 2:06 or 14:06. All right, interesting. All right. Yeah, so I cannot validate that that's the plan. So Wikipedia and Paul Lovelace, I cannot validate that. Again, even if it is, the physics is fake. So they saw something else, and he could not tell what it was. So if whatever he's looking at can't tell what it was, and it does not appear the one. So again, the question is, why is there no journalists asking who these people are? Why am I the one having to look at all this stuff? Anyways, so we went over a lot in this one, and now we're gonna do a commercial break. I'm just gonna increase turn my sitting desk into a standing one now. All right. So I started alternating sitting and standing, and let's see how this is. Okay, I'm just increasing the height. Let's see. All right, I'll stand for another hour or so. So we're doing like 1 hour max, and I have a shot of coffee. All right, intermission, guys. We'll get back to the show. All right, let's see right here. Eric sends from a live debate on the podcast. So we have Eric. Yeah, I don't know what it's like. 9/11 is. If you're on this chat, you got to be a 9/11 do person. All right, and okay, the next setup is, so we've gone through that mystery plane again. Mystery plane. It's likely a Delta One Airlines, and whatever they're doing, somehow there's audio of it of one of the of a weird another mystery plane. So it's a mystery plane within a mystery plane that's somehow descending like a minute before the other one. No, actually no, it was descending, but at much higher altitude, and the guy says another one hit. So he was not saying I'm looking at one and then hit. He's saying I'm looking at this thing. Oh, well, another one just hit. And again, whatever they're looking at, couldn't even identify. Going further, okay, guys. Trump's ear is fine, or should I go to the 2025? I'll do the Trump ear is fine rapidly. Okay, so Trump's ear is fine, guys. Only the compilation, the 9/11 one was a big one. Okay, so yeah, there's literally no apparent damage to Trump's ear. So this was TMZ report. So TMZ did a special scoop. He just zoomed in on the photo. Former president, all ears, no bandage. There's literally seemingly no injury. There's literally nothing on his ear. All right. Actually, I forgot to go with some other stuff here. I think personal. Okay, Metal Miner send me some stuff here. MES. Oh, let's go. The logo there. Okay, so MES Do Man. This is from this right here. This guy right here.
If you're serious about change, just know you're going to go through some uncomfortable situations. Stop trying to dodge the process, because in the long run, it's going to make you better. And don't forget that shit, you heard?
Alright. He has inspirational quotes from Do Man, and then he made this logo there. Said Do Man MES. Let's go, baby. This is absolutely amazing. All right, so that's Do Man, right there. 9/11. Okay, let's go right here. 9/11 Vision sent some more stuff. Okay, interesting. All right, yeah. So 9/11 and PAMP are pushing back at this invasion. Epic stuff. All right, yes, Metal Miner, let's go. Okay, so this is Trump's ear. Apparently got shot off. Yeah, this is the alleged blood. Alleged giant bandage. Why does it cover everything? All right, the guy. Okay, the ear is fine. And then here's the ballistic ones. Apparently, this is what's supposed to happen.
What'd they say? Don't get your ears pierced at Claire's.
So here's a bullet. What should have happened? Look at the shockwave ricochet shake his entire brain, and there's a giant hole. And the whole ear is shockwave.
When Trump said it felt like he got hit by.
All right. All right. Tucker tries love from NH. It's never over till over. Trump divisive and vulnerable beliefs and be a good faith detective. Yeah. For sure. Anyways,
See the vibration. It'd feel like someone kind of slapped you on the ear.
I was just going to say, I'm actually personally surprised that it had that much temporary cavity, that much expansion.
Was it a giant hole in Trump's ear? And if you got hit by a bullet like that, would the first thing in your mind be, hey, where's my shoes? and let me just fist bump in the air. All right. Okay, going further. So Keith Olbermann is the new Alex Jones. So Keith, right here. Yeah. So before Alex Jones is saying everything's fake, now it's the other way around. This is Keith Olbermann saying this is before saying this from scumbag real Alex Jones who claimed Sandy Hook was a hoax. Then he's saying why is Trump lying with the assassination attempt? And if you go, I have a scheduled post coming up soon. Scheduled one right here. He says this is right here. Yeah, he says there remains no evidence he was hit by a bullet. Yeah, ESPN star Keith Olbermann questions whether Trump was shot after former physician's update. So now it's like Fox News is the anti-conspiracy. It's like everything's switched over now. All right, so Keith Olbermann is taking over, and remember he's the Russia fear-mongering nutcase. All right, the next one is Tucker. No, this one. Okay, and okay, it's Illuminati switching up their hand signs. This one's absolutely wild right here. All right, actually, before we get to that, there's another Keith Olbermann setup there. All right, anyways, we'll get to that later. Okay, so this one right here. So Trump's ear's fine, and now Illuminati switching up their hand signs after we caught on. Plus, war with Iran, predictive programming is on full steam ahead. Yeah, so war with Iran is a big one. Justify striking and obliterating Lebanon. Well, that's all part of the thing. War is a continual war. It's like 1984. All right, the next one is right here. So Illuminati hand signs are switching up. So this is Benjamin Netanyahu at Congress, and he's speaking in front while they're calling him Your Excellency. And Let's see his hand sign, his gang member in the back. You got the new one. Alright, let's see this. Okay, he's looking at it. He's like, okay, you better do that. You know what he's doing? He's doing like lifting it up as well. So this guy. Alright. So they caught on. So they caught on to the old gang sign. They can't just do this all day. We know their game. You got, see who else does this. Everybody does it. You got Trump doing that. Trump does this nonstop. And so on. You got Kevin O'Leary, Shark Tank guy. You got a bunch of no names, big names. Oh, there's MES when I hear it. There's me in my soccer all-star game. Unbelievable. What is he doing? No one else is doing that but me. Okay, and Nitty noticed. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, he was trying to show off to his gang member there. His excellency. All right, the other one is continue predictive programming ahead. Okay, we'll do excellency stuff. Oh yeah, this is the Iran one. Okay, this is the Iran. This, put it in here. Okay, this one is January 2022 when Iran posted a CGI mock-up assassination of Trump. So I've shown it before, but they keep... actually, well, before I even get to that one, I'll show this other one. Yeah, but they keep... the one I showed before didn't have the audio. They overlaid it with some their own nonsense. Whoops, it's not there. Where did it go? This one here. Okay. So he says right here, if they do assassinate President Trump... so Trump was talking about... BB was talking about some fake report about Iran wanting to assassinate Trump a few weeks before his fake assassination. Everything's just fake. If they do assassinate President Trump, which is always a possibility, Trump says, I hope that America obliterates Iran, wipes it off the face of the earth. That was World War III. If that does not happen, American leaders will be considered gutless cowards. All right, what kind of psychopath is this guy? All right, and so that was that one. And now we'll go to the, this is the January 22nd one. All right, this one. Okay, so this is throwback to January 2022 when Iran posted a CGI mock-up assassination of Trump in which he is shot by a drone while playing golf. Here it is with the full audio. I'll play it on this X actually, just a bigger screen. All right, revenge is definite. Okay, this is again from the Ayatollah or whatnot from Iran. So Iranian supreme leader. It's all these. When they have names like that, it's pretty much like Freemasonic names. We'll get to that in a bit, actually. Okay, so that was that one, and it's all about Trump because he apparently assassinated one of their generals. All right, let's see some other. Okay, so now we're going to go back into the thing. Okay, so now we're going to the Paris Olympics and then go through some more stuff. Here, excellency. Did I go to the excellency? Excellency. When did I talk about? Okay, well, Excellency, President. Okay, no, we'll get to that in the Middle East peace deal stuff. All right, so 2024 Paris Olympics opening ceremony is first one outside. Okay, so it's the first one outside in modern history. And next Olympics in 2026 in North America is the first one in multiple, first own. This is wrong, own. Our first one in multiple countries. And also it's the XXX, so the triple X 3, so it's a 33rd one. So this is the XXI. Why does it not say XXI? I. Okay, so it's the XXIII. This is the opening ceremony of the Olympics. You can see it right here. This is the XXI Olympiad as the 33rd. So you got the big number 33. And so on. You got the torchbearer, all that Freemasonic, light bearer, Lucifer, Mumbo Jumbo. Okay, so I'll go to the first one right here. So first. So it's the first one was outside. For first time in modern Olympic history, the opening ceremony was held outside of a stadium, with most of the procedures and performances taking place in several Paris landmarks and across the Seine River, and most of the official protocols taking place at a temporary stadium in Jardins de Cruche or whatever. The program consists of 12 chapters and featured a mix of live performances with filmed segments and animated sequences. Okay. All the re-uploads of the degeneracy of the 30th Olympics being delayed off X. Interesting. Yeah, it is pretty ridiculous. But also, that's why you got to post on Hive. They don't delete both, at least text. Okay, so, and also, so that was 2024, so it's outside. So in other words, talking about like world, like it's not closed, so it's open. It's outside, out in the open. And then 2026 Winter Olympics, so the next one, is going to be in North America. It's going to be US, Canada, let's see, Canada. Yeah, participating national Olympic, those Olympic committees. Where's the host? Yeah, so it's going to be in, I think it's, Olympics. Let's see, first one. Where's the cities? Where's the host cities? Stadium. It's going to be opening ceremony, and is Italy. Is the Italy, where's the closing one? Oh, no, I think the World Cup is the North America one. Okay, this is first. Okay, yeah, this one right here. So first time, I think there's the first. So this right here. So it will be the first Olympic Games officially featuring multiple host cities, and will be the first Winter Olympics since Sojara will be a different event. Okay, no, I got this mixed up. This is the World Cup. I got to fix this up. 2026 World Cup. I think it was World Cup. 2026 World Cup. Yeah, so this is the world. I got that mixed up. So World Cup 2026 is going to be hosted. I think it's the first time. Okay, this will be the first hosted by 3 nations of first North American World Cup. Anyways, my whole point was saying we're reaching a global point. This is the first. I got to fix this up. And the first World Cup. And 3. And the next World Cup. I gotta update that. Anyways, this is me live correcting myself. I hate when there's like mute, and then to play audio, I gotta unmute. Okay, mute tab. Alright, so we've gone over that, and apparently, let's check some stuff. Apparently, Trump just signed some stuff. I'll open it here. Trump just signed, just said Bitcoin's gonna be digital gold. It's gonna replace gold as the. Let's see. Open this stuff up. Trump says Bitcoin will surpass gold.
Bitcoin has gone from merely an idea posted anonymously on an internet message board. In just 15 years, Bitcoin has gone from merely an idea posted anonymously on an internet message board to being the 9th most valuable asset anywhere in the world. Can you believe that? Is that right? That's a big deal. Think of that. It's already bigger than ExxonMobil. Soon it will be surpassing the entire market cap of silver. It's not bad. How about gold? How about gold? Let's go gold. And one day it probably will overtake gold, but based on the way it's going now, it could very well be a possibility. There's never been anything like it, and I don't think you've ever seen anything like it. and most people have no idea what the hell it is. You know that, right? So what happens when they figure it out? That's going to really be something.
All right, and beforehand, last election, he was saying Bitcoin is a scam. So that was an interesting switch up. But yeah, so they're pretty much getting everyone on the basically the expensive the expensive layer on the Bitcoin. It'll be tracked. It's like a precursor to basically they're telling you to get on the digital currencies. It's all part of the plan, and that's the only way to fight inflation. So it's like all part of the global swallowing up of money printing. Okay. Barney says not everything's Freemasonic math. I've not seen Iran being involved. No, by definition, every single country. Well, Iran's not talking about 9/11 free energy tax, so hence they're controlled. They're the usual puppets. Every single country. Iran's going along with this entire charade. so in other words, they're no different from Israel. Because Iran is the certified bad guy for the upcoming world war. And they got a supreme leader. So the phrase supreme leader is literally Freemasonic, in my humble opinion. It's like a cover for, it's like a reference to God, but they called man as God. We'll get to that soon. Okay, so that's Trump signing, basically saying Bitcoin taking over gold. Yeah, so that, unless, but the thing is that gold is probably going to get tokenized as well. But yeah, Bitcoin will be, it's like a digital reserve. It's like digital gold. All right, continuing further. Okay, so so the reason I wanted to talk about that Olympics, it's first time outside. World Cup's going to be, and it's the 33rd Olympics. World Cup's going to be in 3 countries, North America, in other words, the North American Union. And now if you go to the They Live movie, they said that there'll be world control complete world control by 2025. So this is the predictive programming stuff we're talking about. So now we're the first predictive programming, guys. They Live 1988. Our projection shows that by the year 2025, not only America but the entire world will be under the protection and dominion of this power alliance. That includes Iran too. It's all Jachan's script. Let's play here.
Projections show that by the year 2025, not only America but the entire planet will be under the protection and the dominion of this power alliance. The gains have been substantial, both for ourselves and for you, the human power elite.
Yeah.
For you.
I don't want to get a copyright, but anyways.
Human power elite.
Yeah, so by year 2025.
Our projections show that by the year 2025, not only...
Yeah, so 2025. Yeah, so Iran Patsy, 1988 birth year, epic stuff. All right, now we're gonna go here. Okay, so 1988 movie about aliens running the show, literally saying by the year 2025, and we're literally under full control, and it's year 2025. Okay, so next one here. This one, these next two I haven't looked, but I want to go over them first. Actually, before we get to that, Paris opening ceremony, wild, and then look at X messages. All right, so let's go to the Paris. Okay, go here. Okay, so Paris Olympics mocking the Last Supper and drag. Yeah, so they had the drag show, and they're pretty much copying the Last Supper. All right, enough. And you got some. Yeah, it's just too much. Like, what in the world are these clowns doing? All right. All right, and then I also said, look at the messages. Let's see. Okay, predictive programming. Yeah, look at X messages. Okay, so this one I said, look at the X messages. Twitter. Refuel the series using that movie wonderfully for the documentary. Yeah. Okay, so now this one here. Okay, this is some other. Let's see, December 8, 1968 to September 12, 1977, 1981. Okay, that's some, you get Papa Smurf. Anyways, I haven't looked at this numerology. Okay, so this is a Cure Meter. He's the one who made these. He sent me these images. He's the one that made that music video, the Cure Meter 1109 the one I uploaded on my channel. Well, he made the music. I made the video. Okay, so these are some stuff he says. These are 33 Olympic Games. I got it from. I didn't realize it was a 33rd one, and full of esoteric stuff right here. So like this one here got the the bull right there. The so got a giant bull's head. In other words, Baphomet, Lucifer, Mumbo Jumbo. Now you got this clown. What is this Oompa Loompa? And then there's the drag all in the back. This guy looks like he just survived a spirit cooking at Marina Abramovich's spirit cooking dinner and ran away. Okay, so the next one is, now you got the white horse. All right, let's see the 4 horses. Oh, that's ChatGPT, it's probably easier. Give me table of 4 horses of apocalypse. Oh, let's see what the... So it's white horse. 4 horsemen of the apocalypse described Book of Revelation. Let's say, so conquest is white. Conquest and victory often is seen as a figure with a crown and a bow symbolizing conquest or victory. All right. So this is the white one. So they're pretty much saying that we conquered the world. Okay, that's my quick prediction, quick statement. Now you get the top one, the all-seeing eye. Looking over this, and there's the giant phallic symbol, the Eiffel Tower. As tall as the spire on 9/11, which turned dust. And there's the drag. Everything. And now he says here, I'll try to find it, but there's a Macron interview where he gets elected, where he says these precise words: "The beast is coming," or "The beast is already here." I can't remember. Another topic I missed, but if you talked about the Trump shooting, like this is 100% stage. Yeah, obviously he's got to follow the live stream. Beast is coming. Macron. Emmanuel Macron. Even Emmanuel Macron, his name is also... It's like Antichrist name. He says something about Beast. Videos. The Beast is coming. Macron. Okay. Beast is coming. Let's see. Okay, let's do Beast. Let's see if we can find it. And also, Macron's interesting. So he's married to his high school teacher. So it's got some next level Pizzagate stuff. Let's go. I think I posted here. Macron. Did I ever post it here? Macron. Okay, this one here. I think I it was on Steam it before. Let's see if I have it set up here. Macron. Okay, where's the... Yeah, all my videos were all gone. Oh, this is on this one. Where's the Macron? Where did it go? All my notes, where's the... Oh, this is the peak there. I'm gonna go PG. Macron. Alright, video notes. Let's see what I had before. Macron. Okay, so this is Macron. This is Outer Light. This is Outer Light before he was really big. So this is Macron. This is his older wife. That's his teacher. So 15-year-old Macron kissing his 40-year-old married drama teacher who later divorced and married him. So his drama teacher. So again, notice his name, Emmanuel. It's like, let's see, what is Emmanuel? Meaning. Oh, Season House. Oh, yeah. We saw some of your posts on the Telegram there. I was reading it live. Okay, I forgot. It's Saturday. All right. Yeah, so Christ Emmanuel. So let's see what the meaning. God with us. All right. So Emmanuel's Macron's name is that. Is the Prime Minister of France or President, whatever you call it, or the Supreme Leader. So he's 15 years old. He hears him kissing his 40-year-old married drama teacher, and then he later divorces and marries. Like what? What not? Okay, and this is Bill Nye's video back then. Is the most cringe thing ever imagined. But anyways, continue further. All right. Yeah. Okay. Matthew said these days download vids, embed them in articles so it cannot be deleted. Everyone take note. Yeah, you can do that. And also, I'll put it on Telegram. That's it. So hopefully the Telegram stays. But I also download it on my computer as well. And yes, you could external one, or you could use. I use that OneDrive, so I just pay for extra storage, so like over 1 terabyte online. All right. So that's Macron. I'll keep the ChatGPTs. Actually, I'll leave it closed. But anyways, yeah. So the beast is coming. I gotta find that. And if you could find that meteor cure, that'll be epic. All right. So continue further. Okay. So this one right here. So we were done with the ceremonies. Yeah. If you find anything else on the ceremonies, let me know. Okay. So these next two posts I have not looked at. So this is gonna be live research. But I want to scroll through it first before I go over what I know. And we'll do that right here. So the next one is, so 200 million people dying by next year. And then this Prophecy Club BitChute channel, which is, again, a bit suspect. But they say prophecies before 2025. See what these peeps are saying. This guy says 200 million people die before next year in America. This is American. See this guy right here. So why did Deagle forecast America's population would drop by almost 200 million by next year? So unless the Vax has some sort of remote control like mechanism to drop everyone. All right. Use J Downloader 2. Interesting. I can play this.
Forecast for 2025. One that caught my eye. So you have a current population of America of 326 million. Somehow, some way, our population is reduced to 99 million.
Well, that's crazy.
Why is there audio? Just
agenda of the forecast for 2025. This is a archived version of the forecast for 2025. China has a population reduction of 1,358,440,000, and you
let's see. 900 million.
See this block that they're predicting here. Their GDP is going to increase.
Oh, good. They'll be happy about that.
Yeah.
They're like, good.
Yes, India's population actually increases in this.
Oh.
So the third world, you have an increase toward this. Russia's decreases.
Ooh.
So they have a stark reduction of population. And you can actually list it inside this.
100 million on Russia. Okay. China. No. Where's 100 million? Where's the population? Oh no, it's down by 1 million there per year, I think. I think the previous one's at the bottom.
Based on the populations that are hit the worst.
By percentage,
yes.
We'll see here.
So I think the way this is listed, for example here, this is the current population. Current population is of China is 1,380,000,000. And they're saying it will reduce
doesn't lose too much. They're okay.
Yeah, but one of the countries that had a
they
severe...
probably want that less, though. They're probably like...
Oh, sure, but it's not that drastic. And it's India, you had increase. One that caught my eye, so you have a current population in America of 326 million. Somehow, some way, our population is reduced to 99 million.
Well, that's crazy.
99 million. So Japan, we were just talking about Japan. Japan's population is reduced by 20 million.
Yeah,
and you also have their...
All right. Yeah, it's 20 million Japan.
Probably going down.
More.
Other big ones, Italy, 20 million. I mean, none of them seem as stark as America.
And the UK. I believe the
UK. Let's have a look down to the UK. United Kingdom. Good old, beautiful United Kingdom. United Kingdom is not on this list, but what we do see on top reduced, so you actually can list it by the worst hit. Now, sometimes the Wayback Time Machine, it doesn't do it properly. It'll like load it wrong. And that's the nature of the archive of the internet. What we do know is that when we looked through this data and we cataloged it, and we found several articles which were going into the data, we found that it was the West that was hit the worst. Germany and Europe are decimated. You know, England, United Kingdom, as Matt was mentioning, are decimated.
All right, interesting. Yeah, so that was apparently... that was an old forecast, or they made a mistake or something. But anyways, nonetheless, these died settling guys are a bit questionable. But nonetheless, they have a documentary movie called Final Days. Okay, so again, we got some end times predictive programming going on. Generally so drunk right now. The Circus birthday, epic stuff. All right, and so now this one here, I'm going to scroll through here. This Prophecy Club have prophecies. Says before August 2025. Well, prophecies say before. Okay, what is happening before it?
Breaking windows and...
Let's see what these guys are saying. Okay, pro tip. BitChute is just... I don't know why it doesn't make it so big. Okay, I'll make it... If you type embed, it gets a full screen. Does it work better? Okay, now it gets actually full screen.
Welcome to the Prophecy Club. Our topic today is Prophecies Say... Before August 2025, this is going to happen. Now, I need to explain to you that there's one kind of a prophecy that says absolutely positively this is going to come, and you can't change it, such as the Russians attacking America when it's written in 6 chapters in the Bible. Pray, and please do pray.
All right, so Russia attacking America. Interesting. Unless it be, I think one of those that movie was accidentally attacked, but it was used as a patsy.
That will be softened and delayed, but that's we're probably not going to be able to pray that away. Other things, I think it is intended specifically for us to at least pray a softening or delay. Let me give you an example. I don't know, 6 weeks ago, maybe, in my prayer closet, I'm like you. I reached the point to where I'm so tired of the filth.
Okay.
The lies.
Okay, anyways, let's just go to the prophecy again. See, what's the next prophecy? Okay. None of this comes from me. God has not spoken to me about any event 2024-25. Simply interpreting and compiling the collections of words, dreams, visions. I'm not threatening, nor predicting, nor desiring any trouble to come upon anyone. All right. Let's go. Okay, at least he has that disclaimer. Okay, there's some other ones that claim to be prophets, like that other guy saying extra praise me worth $10,000, and that Trump's ears would blow up. No, Trump's ear was fine. All right, but he's saying God told him invest in XRP. But anyways, hopefully whoever his CIA manager handler that's using the voice to skull technology on his head is telling the script. All right, let's play it. Yeah, anyways, this guy at least has that disclaimer. I'll see. Okay, it's the first time I went completely through the suitcase newt prophecies. All right.
And so I could just talk through it.
I was on the John B. Wells radio program last night. I talked for an hour. It was the first time I went completely through the suitcase nukes prophecies. I saw something I'd not seen before. You can see the same thing if you stay with me through the same prophecies. All right, so he's got suitcase nuke as a prophecy. Here's for a good thing he has text there. Okay, here's summary. 2 assassinations. So before August 2025, before election, serious event cause absolute chaos and affect the elections. Kamala Harris calls Elizabeth Warren for help. December 2024. Suitcase nukes. January 2025. No Christmas. Victory. Donald Trump sweeps the nation. Oh man. Trump assumes control of the nation. Suitcase nukes. Commander and Chief King. Massive arrest. Suitcase nukes. All right. New currency. Suitcase nukes. What is these suitcase nukes coming from? Sorry, I shouldn't be laughing, but it's all right. Okay, we have suitcase nukes, guys. I just want to go through. I'm just going fast through it. Okay, assassination. 2 definitions: killing someone or attack intended to ruin someone's reputation. Okay, Trump done saving the world out here. No capitalist. Trump. Yeah. He dodges ear to the public. Yeah, he showed his ear. There's literally nothing there. Nukes in Japan were firebombs. Yeah, but again, whatever the mainstream narrative. Like when I speak about what happens, I'm talking about the mainstream narrative. All right. Okay, so next setup is. Okay, so Eric's right here. No, okay, so summary of active prophecy, suitcase nukes, EMPVShield.com, promo code prophecy. All right, let's go, guys. End times are coming. Might as well earn some affiliated cash monies. Meteor, tsunami, earthquake, food shortages. Go to josephskitchen.com. Dollar will fall. Surprise Russian nuclear attack. No gasoline. Not necessarily before 2026. Okay, so at least I like how you have summary, so we don't need to go listen to the whole time. Okay, what's this one here? Former Russian National Security Advisor Alexander Lebed in an interview with CBS News Magazine 60 Minutes on December 7, 1997, claimed that Russian military had lost track of more than 100 out of total 250 suitcase-sized nuclear bombs designed for sabotage are not under the control of the armed forces of Russia. All right. This is where it's interesting. That's the it's like that movie. I'll go to the movie. Right here. It's like the movie where the National Convention played that song at the end about where he had that opera singer, the same one, about the movie called Sum of All Fears, where they kill where they kill the people that attempted to kill the president, but they used a patsy as they blamed the patsy, but then they killed him, but then it also involves a neo-Nazi, Austrian neo-Nazi, trying to detonating secret nuclear weapon in Baltimore, USA, at a football game, and blamed on Russia in order to start a nuclear bomb. But then the movie says, same song at the end. Where's the Wikipedia? Yeah, and the movie says it was actually not Russia. So it was trying to trigger a nuclear war between the United States and Russia so that they can establish a fascist superstate in Europe. And then they found out a rogue Russian officer. So notice that part, because as again, every single country is scripted, but the thing is, there's different departments. The way it all works is, it's like the whole world's run on some sort of Freemasonic mumbo jumbo. Again, we're talking about my view of the world, and there's different departments. Everyone's playing I've been crying. The great am I right? I don't know what this means. All right. Anyways, so every country is like different departments. So you have the mind control test. Yeah, the mind control experimental department is North Korea. All right, and then you have the you take what you learn from North Korea mind control and you implement it into the society. The first one, that'll be China. So China is you implement the new mind control on giant populations. And USA is the eventual one. You'll do the same thing to it, but it's also it's like the fake freedom areas. It's a place where people think they have freedom. And then you have Israel's like it's like the center of the religious focus, and also for the eventual World War III. It's like you'll see all. It's like everybody either it's either hate or likes Israel. There's no in between. And but again so it's about setting up World War III. But anyways, it's all part of the script. But anyway, going back to the script, so Russia and U.S., they're not enemies in any way. All they do is they're scared of their own populations to get taxes to increase money, just increase spending on their own militaries and so on, like the Cold War. Anyways, so that's why you never see Russia's attacking U.S. It's always the predictive programming, or again that guy's prophecy. The movies are about Russia. A rogue person is doing it. Or a corrupt Russian official. So this one here says, a rogue Russian officer paid off by the neo-Nazis attacked the U.S. aircraft carrier. And then the world superpowers are pushed close to the brink of war, and so on. So they're never, again, actually going to fight each other. Similar to World War II, they end up joining forces. All right, the next one is, and then corrupt. Then here, so worsening matters, a corrupt Russian Air Force general who has been paid by Dressler sends warplanes to attack USS. And then... heavily damaging the carrier and leading the U.S. to believe that Russia perpetrated nuclear bombing. All right. So that, going back to this thing that we're researching live, this one is very interesting. So the government of the Russian Federation rejected Lebedev's claim and stated that such weapons had never been created. All right. So this guy's saying nuclear weapons have been stolen or been they lost track of it and it's gone everywhere. So again, it's predictive programming for the script. And I had a football game. It was football. So Olympic Stadium in Montreal, where the football game scenes were filmed, and also if you go to this was at the football. Sequences of the game that were shot in the city's Olympic Stadium. So you go and there's something cringe-inducing about seeing an American football stadium nuked as pop entertainment. So it was about a stadium. Okay, so Ryan, I think it's president. Ryan and his colleagues discerned that a crate, or no, a different guy, or a different part of the agent. Discerned that a crate from the facility in Ukraine was flown, again there's Ukraine, to the Canary Islands, then sent to Baltimore on a cargo ship. Ryan warns Cabot, who was attending a football game in the city with U.S. President Fowler, about a bomb threat. Fowler is evacuated before the bomb detonates. Yeah, so it's evacuating before the bomb. But the stadium is destroyed and Cabot is mortally wounded. Worsening matters, a corrupt Russian Air Force general has been paid off. Sends warplanes. So you got corrupt Russian one, you got this bomb going off at the football game, and then if you go to Bain, football scene, I'll mute it. Original Tom Clancy's book, Muslims Not Russians Were the Antagonists. Interesting, yeah. That's it. That's a very interesting. Okay. So here's Dark Knight. Let's see the stadium blowing up. It destroys Gotham. So you have the stadium. So something's going to definitely happen in a stadium. And you could also see that something's going to happen with the Kansas City riots. Kansas City shooting. So Kansas City won, and then their parade. So you go back here. Kansas City. Oh, where's the links? There's the links. Kansas. Let's go to the Chiefs. Okay, footage appears. Yeah, so there's a shooting at the there's a Super Bowl parade for the Kansas City Chiefs. They won, and now there's a shooting. And then there's a shooting, and then apparently that they captured a guy, and so on. And this is how many people there were. And there was obviously a shooting. I got predictive programming for the Trump one, but also for something happening at a football game. Now you got The Dark Knight Rises. See the scene.
Where?
Okay, concrete laced with explosives inside the stadium. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, so they got concrete laced with explosives. Okay, let's see the game. So you got Bane going in here. Let's see. Where's the game? Okay, there's the game. So again, as a predictive program, what's gonna happen, guys? Don't be surprised. And they're gonna blame it on on Iran. They're gonna blame it on Russia. Let's see okay, there it is. All right, I was muted here. Okay, so and then they blow that guy up. So it's similar to the movie, End of Days. And now you go to Seattle Superstorm. Seattle Superstorm movie. And there's also predictive programming again for Seattle Superstorm. It's like a movie. I think it's stadium as well. It's not just... Okay, Seattle Superstorm movie. Predictive program. But I think it was a stadium as well. Seattle Seed football. Unless I'm looking at something else. Okay. Let's mute this. Alright, Seattle Superstorm right there, and so on. Okay, there was no, there was something about a football game before, but anyways, we'll look at that later. Continuing further in our journey, before I get distracted. Okay, so continue the prophecies. Alright, so this guy looks like it checks in. So November 1998, Stanislav Lunev, the highest-ranking Russian military officer to ever defect from Russia, made a Prophecy Club DVD. So he made one actually for it. Interesting. Russian defector warns America. In this video, he stated that the 50 lost in Russia suitcase nuclear bombs had been smuggled into the U.S. All right, guys. So this guy definitely knows something's going on. All right. So let's see. May 5th, 2003. I like how this guy's again. He says he has prophecy of it, or but he's also including some sort of actual information as opposed to other ones just saying, oh, they heard this XYZ or got a vision. So May 5th, 2003, Michael Bolde, grandson of Dmytro Duduman, Hand of Help, had a dream, season of sorrow, and was shown suitcase nukes going off in California, Illinois, Michigan, Arizona, Washington State, Florida, and New York. I saw the outline of states taking shape. Small lights began to flicker on and off of the states. I recognize California, Illinois, Washington State, New York. I don't understand. What does this mean? All right. So suitcase nukes, if you're in one of these suitcase nukes locations, there are places where those who were sent here long ago to bring fear and chaos have situated themselves. They lie in waiting, planning and plotting destruction. They are as coiled serpents looking forward to the hour when they will be loosened upon this nation. If God's children pray once more, you will delay the season of sorrow that is yet to come. Asked Michael, and he said they appeared to be suitcase nuke explosions. Okay. October 15th. Eagle, I'm just going to power through some more. Suddenly, snake out of a brown snake, 9/11, lunged at the Eagle America and bit down on its left wing. The snake's strike was very deep, very quick and precise. The Eagle reacted without delay, clawing and beckoning. Okay, I just want to... what I do is I want to see if they talk about 9/11 and they get it wrong, they need to know their prophecies are getting it way off. Suitcase nukes have been the original plan for 9/11. The second bite was much worse than the first. For instance, the eagle was stunned, then the serpent much longer, a lot larger. Again, the first bite has been 9/11. The second is yet to come, and the third one will be destruction. One thing I feel I'll share with you: the second bite seemed to come from an unexpected place. Suitcase nukes? Question marks. All right. January 9th, 2005, I was shown the next 9/11 Prophecy Club would be serious suitcase nuclear explosions across America. All right. Counted terror. The 10 cities were Congress uncovered a plot to set explosions in 10 cities. 2005, former Congressman Kurt Weldon, a vice chairman of the House Armed Service Committee, uncovered a plot to set explosions 10 cities, which he could not get the authorities to act. He published information in a book, Count on the Terror. 10 cities: Valdes, Alaska; Los Angeles; Las Vegas; Boston; New York; Washington; Philadelphia; Miami; Florida; Houston. It's like a concert list. All right, concert city list. February 2023, because it's very interesting, guys. Honestly, I'll keep going until it's not interesting. made a prophecy, will you survive America? Vision of suitcase nukes hitting these countries, these places. Okay, suitcase nukes 6. Okay, I just want to keep going. Is there anything else besides suitcase nukes? Suitcase nukes. Okay, guys. If you got anything from this live stream that you're watching right now, just beware of if anyone's wearing a suitcase. If anyone's walking around with a suitcase, just don't sit near them. Just run away. If you're in New York outside near the giant TV screens, if you see a suitcase guy, just run up. All right. So the bottom half of California break off and sink to the ocean, and quakes hit. Okay, earthquake one at the at the West Coast. Definitely, I think that's gonna happen. Because I was fearmongered a lot when I was in university. They kept saying the next big one is yet to happen in 100 years in the West Coast. The next big earthquake. Okay, now you gotta buy EMP shield, guys. The only way, and then buy gold and so on. November, very large bright light. Okay. I'm gonna keep powering through. White figure. Until something happens. So I'm powering through. Note there's no Christmas lights. It's December. There was no holidays. There was no... Okay, so something happens Christmas. There's no lights. No sales. No mention. No Christmas lights. No Santa Claus. No Easter type. Okay, interesting. I'm going further. DVD. German Black Intelligence. Interesting. Okay, it sounds like a cold reading. A significant place will happen. A significant by means something to... On a day that means someone... Yeah, okay, just... Market crash. Okay, these guys... Let's just jump... I'm going to keep going until I find something. Okay, I'm going to keep going. And until something spots my eyes. Yeah. Okay, victory... Trump. Okay, anyways, this is a bit ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But anyway, suitcase nukes. He spent a lot of time on that. So, suitcase nukes, something like that. Okay, going further. Let's go to the next one. Okay, now we're done with all this mumbo jumbo. I'm going to go through what I have collected. All right, so SPAR's script 2025 is in play with Biden, Harris, or Hillary, and October surprise is still in play. So if you go to this right here, I'm going to go here. Okay, scenario environment in the year 2025. Okay, this is from SPARS 2025, guys. This was in 2017. This is from Johns Hopkins University. Okay, Johns Hopkins. Before we go further, Johns Hopkins. I have like infinite info on info. Twitter. Hopkins. Okay, let's see this. Okay, so this was Johns Hopkins, guys. So it's always Johns Hopkins is a big one. So yes. So let's go read this. The SPARS pandemic 2025 to 2028, a futuristic scenario for public health risk communicators. The Johns Hopkins Center for Health Security. And Johns Hopkins. So what do Lady Gaga, who's singing French at the Paris ceremony, Olympic ceremony yesterday? What do Lady Gaga have in common with billionaire founders of Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg, and Google, Sergey Brin? So we got the billionaire founders of Facebook and Google. They were all recruited for and attended Johns Hopkins Center for, quote, talented youth. It's similar to the X-Men. So when the X-Men, they had to go to that mutant or the talented, the X-Men youth area. It's basically the mind control set up to create super viral people. super talented robots. All right, so this is Johns Hopkins Center for Talented Youth. You got they all attended the Johns Hopkins one. So you got this Lady Gaga wearing MK Ultra prison like display with a one eye symbolism, and she's all taped up in there like a clown, or like a clown. And now you got this guys. They all went to Johns Hopkins, and you could see here. I put some links on there. Okay, it says CNN. This is 2011. Lady Gaga went to Geek Camp 2, so Hopkins. So Gaga, Facebook's Mark Zuckerberg, and Google's Sergey Brin all were alumni of the Center for Talented Youth at Johns Hopkins University. All right. CTY and Duke Talent Identification Program, TIP, are two of the most well-known, highly selective programs that have given rise to high-achieving adults. All right, so now you got the pyramid, phallic symbolism, mumbo-jumbo, the usual satanic cult mumbo-jumbo. All right, so there's the... it's literally got their own X-Men set up there. And look at his eye. This guy's literally a robot here. And this guy is trying to be a robot. This guy's like, he's like, you were trying to be It's like you're trying to be a robot. But this guy's like, I was born into it. It's like that Bane or whatever. Bane quote. Okay, so that was that. Go back to the John Hopkins. So John Hopkins. Now, if you go to what the prediction was, this was from 2017. Where's the 2017 setup here? Where's the disclaimer? This was 2017. Come on. Yeah, this is October 2017 when they got it, before even COVID. And they got the full, it's supposed to be SPARS set up. Again, it's predictive programming for the pandemic. The COVID pandemic that already happened 2020, or the scamdemic, however you want to call it. And then, but they also said something about the president. So they also said that another scenario environment in the year 2025, so next year, the world has become simultaneously more connected yet more divided. Nearly universal access to wireless internet and new technology, including internet accessing technology, IAT, thin flexible screens that can be temporarily attached to briefcases, suitcase news, backpacks or clothing, and used to stream content from the internet. Has provided the means for readily sharing news, information. However, many have chosen to self-restrict the resources they turn to for information, often electing to interact only with those with whom they agree. This trend has increasingly isolated cliques from one another, making communication across and between these groups more and more difficult. From a government standpoint, the current administration is led by President Randall Archer, who took office in January 2025. Archer served as vice president under President Jacqueline Bennett, 2024, who did not seek a second term due to health concerns. And the two remain close, and Bennett acts as a close confidant and unofficial advisor to President Archer. The majority of President Archer's senior staff, including the Department of Health and Human Services Secretary Dr. Sindra Nigel, are a carryover from Bennett's administration. At the time of the initial SPARS outbreak, Nigel has served in this position for just over 3 years. Okay, SPARS anagram for RAS was a synonym for croaks. Interesting. Gaga was randomly on that show, Candid Camera, at a salad bar just before fame as well. Oh, that's pretty wild. All right. So this is pretty interesting. Yeah, so the SPARS one in 2017 said that the president, Pam's in the house. Yeah, we got the trophy and the gyroscope. Hello, Pam. All right. So anyways, so the 2017, they're saying that the president is going to be, in this case, it's going to be a man who was vice president under a woman, but now it's a reverse, and now you have Harris taken over, and another person didn't seek term due to health concerns, but they reversed it. Again, they reversed it to make it seem like not too obvious. So it's literally the Harris and Biden setup. So this is SPARS. It's literally in play still. SPARS script is in play with Biden, Harris, or Hillary, and October surprise. I think, did I include October surprise here? Oh no, there's October surprise is the other one. October surprise, my bad. October surprise 2025. Okay, this is erase this. And October surprise. This one, delete this. Okay, and now going further, this one I was sent to yesterday or this morning. This is on Instagram. This is let's see this guy.
Point become.
Let's see. How do you get the audio and not play?
We do have a young lady at some point become president of the United States. I can tell you how I think it will happen, because it won't happen in the normal course of events. Either the Republican or Democrat political party will nominate a man for president and a woman for vice president. And the woman and man will win. So you'll end up with a president, a male, and a vice president, a female. And in that term of office of the president will die. And the woman will become president. I hope we do have a...
All right, so this is 1989, and he was saying, I think this is the president or whatever, or no, the senator or something. I'm not sure who he is. But anyways, he was saying that a woman's going to be president based on the being a vice president and the president dying. But again, close enough to the Biden dropping out. And then she's a woman of color. All right. So now you got it all down pat. Okay. Okay, now next one here. So in 1989, yeah, that was President Gerald R. Ford gave a speech about how he could have the first female president. He mentions how it could happen. He says that it's likely a man and a woman are elected president and vice president, and that the president will die, leaving a female vice president to take his place. He gave this speech in Herbert Hoover Library in West Branch, Iowa. Herbert Hoover died on October 20th, 1964. The very same day Kamala Harris was born. All right, okay. Hoover born October 20th, 1964. Died. This is when he died. And then Harris born on there. All right, let's go. Yeah, that's pretty wild stuff there. And then 1964, October 20th. All right, interesting. 10/20. And then he says some other stuff here. Oh wait, I don't know what this guy's talking about. Oh, Burl causing catastrophic damage and so on. Oh, you have been in Eden, the garden of God. Every precious stone was yours, covering the sardius, topaz, and the diamond, and the beryl. All right, that's what it's called, beryl. Why is Kamala Harris this guy? Anyways, it goes a bit off the rails. I didn't look too much into that, but that's very interesting. He said the quiet part out loud. Okay, so yeah, so basically he said what's going to happen in the script, and then Biden may actually, Biden may actually drop dead. And apparently he actually did, and they're just using some sort of clone right now. That was an intel that I got from Common Sense. All right, the next one, October Surprise, 2025 Predictive Programming. Let's see what I had on October Surprise. All right, so when I put this one here, so this is November 2008 U.S. government document titled Global Trends 2005, A Transformed World. Here's Odessa's video there. Included are predictions, quote, predictions of a global pandemic, mass immigration, and an October surprise of an extreme weather event. And also when Trump was saying the new green scam during his first speech after his fake shooting. Again, when he's saying that, but the mainstream, again, in my view, the narrative, the mainstream pretty much governs what's happening. So if the mainstream says Trump is anti-climate change, they're gonna make it seem such. So in other words, he's gonna be anti it, he's gonna make fun of it, then there's be some sort of weather event, be like, oh, see what happened. Always think in a script. Never get caught up in any one thing, and also, yeah, blaming any one person or any one group. Besides Freemasons. that's my motto. Anyways, but again, even then, all they do is, even the Freemasons, the ones who run the world, believe that people can't govern themselves, and most people prove that every day of their life. It was a little girl that asked him the question. I think he said, when a man does, will a woman be president? Yeah, so okay, that's interesting. Okay, so this is from a government document, a global trends 2025 transformed world, and this is 2008. This is way back. And they're talking about 2025, and then in there they include some predictions. See what they have. They predict potential emergence of a global pandemic. So the emergence of a novel, highly transmittable, and virulent human respiratory illness for which there are no adequate countermeasures can initiate a global pandemic. If a pandemic disease emerges by 2025, internal cross-border tension and conflict will become more likely as nations struggle with degraded capabilities to control the movement of populations to seek to avoid infection or maintain access to resources. All right, and then I think they said something else about information control as well. All right, anyways, so that was that. So they got that quote prediction. They also said that mass immigration, so Muslims in Western Europe's Muslim population currently totals between 15 and 18 million. The largest proportion of Muslims, between 6 and 8%, are in France, 5 million, and the Netherlands, nearly 1 million, followed by countries with 4 to 6%, Germany 3.5%, Denmark 300,000, Austria 500,000, Switzerland 350,000. The UK and Italy also have relatively large Muslim populations, 1.8 million and 1 million respectively, and so on, though constituting less overall proportions, 3%, 1.7% respectively. If current patterns of immigration and Muslim residents above average family fertility continue, Western Europe could have 25 to 30 million Muslims by 2025. So basically says it doubled up. All right, so they were predicting that, pretty much similar to that numbers right there. A rapid shift in ethnic composure, particularly urban areas, complicating efforts to facilitate assimilation and integration. and economic opportunities are likely to be greater in urban areas, but in the absence of growth and suitable jobs, increasing concentration could lead to more intense and unstable situations, such as occurred with 2005 Paris suburban riots. All right, so we got that stuff. And then the next one, the big one, in my opinion, is the October surprise. So in the following fictionalized account, global inattention to climate change, and now you have Trump saying it's a green news scam. So again, when he's saying that, it means the narrative is going to reverse. Do not ever think any major player is a free man. Okay, they're a Freemason, not a free man. A free man could say what they want. They could say 9/11 was done by directed energy weapons. Trump's not saying that ever, so don't bother. So anyways, in the following fictionalized account, global inattention to climate change leads to major unexpected impacts, thrusting the world into a new level of vulnerability. Scientists are currently uncertain whether we already have already hit a tipping point at which climate change has accelerated, whether there is little we can do, including reducing emissions that will mitigate effects even over the long term. Most scientists believe we will not know whether we have hit a tipping point until it is too late. Uncertainties about the pace and specific vulnerabilities or impacts from climate change are likely to persist over the next 15 to 20 years, even if our knowledge deepens about the climate change. It deepens according to many scientists. And now there's the October surprise. So an extreme weather event, as described in this scenario, could occur. Again, there's some talking about October surprise. So October, it's always happening. That's life, but as we know it is in the show. Good evening, inmates. All right. Mossad carried to attack Russian operation. Well, it's every operation. It's like they all know the script. The countries know the script. And who does like boots on the ground? Like Mossad, CIA, those kind of guys are like one of the boots on the ground initiators. Other ones are just chilling, just making sure everybody follows their Freemasonic world order. Anyways, what's happening in France? Yeah, there's the Paris Olympics, and also I think there was that train apparently bombing or something. So anyways, an extreme weather event, as described in scenario, could occur. Coping with a greater frequency of such events, coupled with other physical impacts of climate change, such as growing water scarcities and more food crisis. Many preoccupy policymakers even while options for solving such problems dwindle. In this example, relocating the New York Stock Exchange, all right, to a less vulnerable location is considered, but serious consideration also would be given to relocating other institutions to ensure continuity of operations. Although this scenario focuses on an event that occurs in the U.S. government, and other governments have been caught may have been caught by surprise with different types of environmental disasters and have suffered a loss of standing. Mitigation efforts, further cutbacks in carbon emissions are unlikely to make any difference, at least in the short run. According to this account, again, all they want is complete shutdown, like lockdowns during COVID. So, such a world involving potentially major dislocations could threaten both developed and developing countries. Have you heard of La Palma, following a predictive programming channel who predicted an earthquake meteor causing La Palma shelf to collapse and cause massive... Oh, okay, interesting. No, I've not heard about that. That's epic stuff. Okay, so that's this one here. And you can see, I'm going to go... this was a spot. I'm going to go information. Access information or false information. Nope. Misinformation. Responding to misinformation or doubt about a MCM or major casualty event or something. Let's see, what is MCM? MCM. Medical countermeasure communication strategies. All right, so they even have the misinformation. This is 2020, misinformation. Communication dilemma, responding to misinformation or doubt about MCM generated by a prominent public figure. Food for thought, given the ability of powerful popular figures to reinforce or to undermine public health messages, what steps might health authorities at either national or local levels take to reverse the negative effects of BZ's unattended linkage of Dusky and Coronavax? What? This is 2017, guys. Or Bennett's tepid, uncertain support for Calovir. They already had the hydrochloroquine slash whatever, Residuver, whatever, or some other, again, I'll control opposition setup there. And for the alleged COVID, like, treatment and so on. So anyways, it's 2017, that's what we always think about what they're looking at, that misinformation, disinformation. All right, so these guys are 2008, they didn't predict disinformation. They didn't predict people like would have Twitter and so on go and spread quote misinformation. Anyways, the next one is okay. So October surprise. And now in this one, 2025 image projection technology from 1996 Air Force document. This one is one of the wildest ones, I think. It's just absolutely wild. Actually, before we get to this one, there's a video, I think, uncomfortable conversations. After this was, I was banned. It was 12 minutes. This is this is the this was
Continent.
9/11 revisionist getting banned. Getting like, I think he talked out against the disinfo agents. This is the gene warfare guy, Richard Gage, and so on.
Anything?
I'm just saying that's how.
Anyways, I'll play that 60 minutes. I'll play it later, or just it's on the live stream. I mean, it's on the Telegram, or share it on the Telegram. It'd be easier because I'm gonna continue on this. So the next one is GTA. Yeah, so actually before GTA. So this one here, image projection technology. So right here, 1996 Air Force predictions for 2025. So you have an operational analysis for Air Force 2025 and an application of value-focused thinking to future and Air Force capabilities. This is, again, 1996, in May 1996. And they're talking about airborne holographic projector. The holographic projector displays a three-dimensional visual image in a desired location removed from the display generator. Yes, removed from it. The projector can be used for psychological operations and strategic perception management. It is also useful for optical deception, cloaking, providing a momentary distraction when engaging in an unsophisticated adversary. So the cloaking, I think it might have been projecting something onto that alleged object, alleged plane on 9/11. Make it look like a plane. It was actually a missile-like setup. And precision, capabilities, precision projection of 3D visual images into a selected area, supports PSYOP and strategic deception management, provides deception and cloaking against optical sensors, and so on. And Jasper 2, too much top-down governance, and I guess some fires are started to push climate change. Definitely, yeah. And Jasper, right when Olympics started, you can see my Jasper post. This is, absolutely wild. So this is all on fire. It's like... Yeah, so the whole thing just burned down. Burned to a crisp with evacuation order. And again, as they say, climate change is this thing is going to get hotter in Canada. Except that document did made one thing that was pretty interesting. So that October surprise document. So October. 2008 document, October surprise. This one had some interesting stuff. They said Canada's going to benefit. Canada. This one here, two climate change winners, Russia and Canada, and they're saying because the climate change will make the cold areas, you can actually develop on them and so on. So it's gonna open up areas and resources. So in other words, you're burning down all the forested areas, and now you're gonna take over all people's land for cheap and then develop on it. So again, it's the usual setup there. So there's forest fires there. What that means is they're gonna go and take over, or they already have taken over, or they just don't want people living there, just so that you live in compact cities. Okay, 2012 video called the Anglo-Saxon Plan predicted China would catch a cold, and soon after there would be a small nuclear event in the Middle East. Half of that seems to be happening, so very interesting. He doesn't believe Anglos caused it, but rather have knowledge of a script beyond anyone's control. Yeah, definitely. There's a script beyond anyone's. Again, you got to probably do some sacrifices at the Bohemian Grove. Actually, I'm gonna get to that Grove. So at the shooting was apparently at the exact same time as the shooting. There was this person infiltrated the Grove in December 2023.
Bohemian Grove.
He infiltrated it apparently with a boat and with a boat. Apparently he goes around all over America or whatnot and just records himself traveling through the woods and doing crazy stuff. Anyway, so he went with a boat and a pan as a paddle. And then so here he goes into it like that, and then he goes in and sees the owl.
Oh, that smells.
So anyway, he sees the giant owl here. So if you want to know what happens, you got how to see the world. Yeah, you watch the video's taken down now apparently, copyright strike. And he said that his friends that were also going in, they got arrested, and they have to like they got in jail for a day, then they got out, but they have to pay or they're charged with like a big fine. But he apparently he had an interview with Truth Is, they published this morning actually. He said that he ran away like 3 hours and they were chasing him, and then they stopped chasing him once like he got super far away, but he almost like died. It seems real. It seemed believable, like that he actually went in. Anyways, this is kayak. Where's the owl there? I think the owl's somewhere in there. Okay, there's the owl I think in there. Yes, where's the owl? Anyway, yeah. So download this video and then save it somewhere because it's off the YouTube. Where's the owl? You gotta find the owl. I didn't bother saying the whole time. Anyone know the time? Sorry, this might be the owl.
I'll be back one day. I doubt it.
Okay, where's the owl, guys? Okay, there's the owl. There's the owl there.
This is fucking cool.
And it's like made of wood or something. Okay, and then it's hollow.
Oh, it's hollow.
See, let's go further back. And then he goes inside it. There's the small owls.
Owl.
So if you want to know what happens, you gotta go through here. You gotta do some weird rituals. And there's the climb it up top. And again, back to Telegram. Now, then he also went back again, and apparently it was on July 13th, at the same time as Trump's shooting. And they're doing some next level the cult rituals with a giant like production level, like this is Oscar level production that they had with the lights, with the forest lights, the super powerful speakers and everything, and you got a whole bunch of guys in robes doing some like allegedly mock sacrifice. Let's see. Again, to Moloch or whatever the giant owl is.
So many happy faces. Such
Yeah.
yes, but my friends.
I'll play some of it. Yeah, so there's some... I still want to get copyright. I'll just show a tiny bit. Alright, yeah. And he does some other nonsense stuff in there. A bunch of robes. And then apparently, you watch the interview. And so there's this channel. But the film got removed. And you could, even the Truth Is removed his videos in this MES article from years ago. And again, Russia, it's all the same thing. It's all just United Nations. They have the same logo. This is a Soviet Union emblem. This is a United Nations emblem. Exact same thing. Looks like a Disney production. Yeah, the same thing. Disney is literally the same thing. Freemasonic mumbo jumbo. And again, it's all men doing some next level weird stuff. So when they talk about diversity and stuff, it's more of more of a show. And again, it's the same place where atomic bomb allegedly got hatched, and the United Nations as well, the first meetings for it. And now, so it's removed now. I think I posted it. I have it scheduled. So I have a scheduled post. Yeah, so YouTube removed the 9/11. Oh no, this is YouTube. It has a hashtag. I think YouTube removed the Grove. Okay, so here, the Bohemian Grove cremation of care videos were deleted by YouTube. So he says, "Hi, Dancer. We received a copyright removal request for your videos based on applicable copyright law. We removed your video from YouTube and Bohemian Grove, etc. And the contact info, bohemianclub1872@gmail.com. So if you guys want to, if you want to email Bohemian Grove, there's an email, bohemianclub@1872@gmail. Interesting. Well, the thing is, Gmail is Freemasonic, so that's very interesting. So get that and send them a thing. You have one copyright strike. Videos are no longer viewed on YouTube, and so on. And you go to his channel. So the stuff's all gone. He hides his face a lot, and the videos are all gone. So they're all gone, and you can see the highest views. Nothing's there, and the video's gone. Video's private. Interesting. So that's. I thought it should say copyright strike. But anyways, so there's a Bohemian Grove, 33 sections, FE map. yeah, but that's what it is. It's just a Earth map. Anyways, okay. So we got through that part. That was Bohemian Grove. Didn't even get to that. But also watch the Truth Is video. The Truth Is interview right here. The channels are really good for going through. I've seen a lot of his videos. I cannot believe how many musicians and people just said that they sold their soul to the devil, either directly or in music. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. I might do an X thread on it. So this one right here, watch his interview with this guy. It seems believable. It does not seem like a psyop. But again, you never know. But it is pretty epic 4K footage. And now you have to go, if you download it on my Telegram and you upload it, and make sure to download it too, because in case Telegram goes down or whatnot. All right, so the next setup is, okay, so Trump Middle East peace deal. Okay, so we had the projection technology. Okay, yeah, we didn't go fully in the projection technology. So again, 1996, they go through about 2025, and they're talking about projection technology. I'll go to this full thing here. Which page did I include? This 127. So you go 127, 127. Yeah, so you can see they literally got this projection technology talking about it 2025. All right, so you got Project Bluebeam set up there, 1986, and you got 9/11 literally happened. That again used Project Bluebeam. Pretty much it's solved. All right. Okay, so that was that, and also there's more stuff here. I think Air Force or projection. And X is partnered. Where's the projection? I think 3D volumetric projection. And yeah, this is that thingy. This is possibly, yeah, this is Mark Collin and Richard Hall speculating possibly some sort of drone aircraft projecting it on there, because there was 2 radar maps, but it could have been either reporting error or that. But anyways, that is something like that. Where is mapping using lasers? I want to show this part. Actually, where's the... Yeah, and again, by 2025. So in 2018, the U.S. Navy filed a patent for laser-induced plasma projection technology that can be used to project a jet's heat signature to mislead homing missile tracking systems. That same technology can be used to project both sound and visual images of actual aircraft. It may explain some of the UFO/UAP sightings in 9/11. Further, in 2019, the Pentagon demonstrated laser-projected plasma balls that literally produce human speech. So here's some of the stuff here.
And that's where this unusual new patent from the U.S.
All right, guys, I'm going to play this video while I go washroom. All right? So you guys are on your own.
Navy comes in. The intent was to shift the odds even further in the favor of stealth aircraft by leveraging lasers to produce plasma bursts that could trick inbound missiles into thinking they found another jet to chase that would actually be little more than a hologram. Now, I know that sounds crazy, but it's not actually as crazy as it may seem. This technology's already been used to create, and I'm not joking here, floating laser plasma balls that can actually transmit human speech in an audible way. Now, I'm going to be honest with you here. That sentence was as hard for me to wrap my head around as a writer as it probably is for you to hear. But just to prove that I'm not crazy, I'll include a link below to a video from the Military Times discussing this very technology. At the ground level, this technology is being used to develop non-lethal weapons, and even a sort of floating continuous flashbang grenade that could keep opponents in an area disoriented and limit their ability to respond. But it's the US Navy effort to use this technology to make their stealth aircraft even harder to hit that might just explain some of the craziest footage of UFOs or UAPs that we've seen in recent years. According to the Navy's own patent, the laser system could be installed on the tail of a stealth aircraft, and upon detecting an inbound missile, could literally project an infrared signature away from the aircraft that would be comparable to a moving fighter jet's exhaust, way out from the fighter itself. Multiple systems could literally project multiple aircraft, leaving inbound missiles to go after decoy plasma fighters, instead of after the actual stealth aircraft itself. These laser-induced plasma filament holograms, as researchers call them, can be projected up to hundreds of meters, depending on the laser system employed. And here's the part that might really blow your mind. They can be used to emit any wavelength of light. Now that means these systems could effectively display infrared light to fool an inbound heat-seeking missile, ultraviolet light, or even visible light. Of course, it's unlikely that this system could be used to mimic the visual cues of an actual aircraft, but it is possible to produce visible barriers between the weapon operator and the stealth aircraft emitting the laser. This system could be deployed instantly, reused throughout the mission, and can stay at a desired altitude or location in midair, all things that flares can't do. With enough aircraft equipped with these systems, or enough systems equipped on a single aircraft, this method could be used to do far more than just project jets. In the future, this approach could be part of a missile defense system employed by Navy ships, carrier strike groups, or even entire cities. Of course, it's likely that we won't see this technology lighting up the airspace over combat zones anytime soon. There may well be years of research and development left before it finds its way into operational use. After all, this patent was filed in 2018, and there's nothing that says technology has to work already before you file a patent. But nonetheless, knowing that this technology is not just theoretically viable, but already has some practical use cases, begs some really interesting questions about what exactly it is that we're seeing in some of these UFO or UAP videos. Experimental as it may be, this technology seems like a viable explanation for some of the UFO or UAP sightings that have surfaced in recent years. After all, most of the things that make these UAPs so unusual as compared to conventional explanations like military aircraft or natural phenomenon could actually be explained pretty effectively by the use of a laser-induced hologram. UAPs have been known to rapidly accelerate and decelerate faster than any aircraft we have can. They can change directions on a dime, seemingly defying the laws of physics and acting as though inertia has no effect on them. UAPs have no visible means of propulsion and have been known to even change shape. Some sightings have even included UAPs traveling into and out of the water as though the shift in medium has no effect on the craft itself. And all of that would violate the laws of physics as we know them, unless we weren't talking about a physical craft at all, but were instead talking about nothing more than a hologram. So what do you think? Could these unusual craft really be aliens from another world? Are they classified military programs? Are they nothing more than a hologram?
Yeah, pretty epic. And notice when he said going like a UFO going through the water as if it wasn't like being affected by the medium. So in other words, like a 9/11 going through the building without getting affected by the steel. All right. And also here's another one. This is 2019. Pentagon demonstrated laser projected plasma balls that speak.
Pentagon scientists have finished testing on an early weapon that can make laser plasma balls talk.
Stop, or we will be forced to fire upon you.
It's called the laser-induced plasma effect, and it's made by the Joint Non-Lethal Weapons Directorate. So what they've done is basically created a laser that can shoot out to a certain distance, and they can pipe in sound waves through it, and actually make human voice sounds and commands.
Stop, or we will be forced to fire upon you.
Now where this becomes useful is around an area we want to keep a perimeter secure. So essentially you can shoot out this laser, you can then talk to the people on the edge of the perimeter rather than sending troops out there and tell them to get away or you're going to shoot, or get away or they're going to use other means to deter them. And that same laser can be used to actually target the individual and create heat through pinpricks, like microscopic pinpricks in their skin, even beneath clothing. It's extremely uncomfortable and people move out of the way almost immediately. At the same time, the exact same laser is also being used as kind of a never-ending flashbang grenade. It can basically, with a power source, it can constantly create audible effects to deter and confuse and disorient people, just like a flashbang grenade that you would have in your kit, but would only be able to flash once, maybe twice, depending on the design. Now, it's still a few years away. They just finished testing to get the audio portion through the laser in a laboratory setting this year, but they expect to have a fieldable version within the next 5 years that troops could use to protect different areas or put on mobile platforms to disperse crowds or use it in a non-lethal way in theater.
All right, so they all say a couple years away, while the document from 1996 talking about in 2025 we'll have this tech. All right, sure. And then here's the patent as well, the Navy. You could visual target signature, laser-induced plasma, and you can literally project an actual plane there. It's this is August 6th, 2018, and August 6th, I think it's Hiroshima timing, the alleged bombings. All right, so that was pretty wild there. All right, so that's the kind of tech we're dealing with. Okay, now we're doing the big one. Trump Middle East peace deal, ultimate deal scripted since 1985 for 2025. Okay, this is where the Trump guy, it's like he's like a 9/11 as a person. It's like if 9/11 was a person, it'd be him. Like that's how much focus. Been lying about the stuff since the 1980s. Yeah, they all say it's a few years away. We just need billions and billions more money. Okay, so let's see some 2025 here. So 1985, Trump's ultimate deal, continuing with the article and the date 4/8 1984, being very significant, not just for the total solar eclipse on 4/8/2024, April 4th, but the things Trump speaks about in the article, the expanding of the empire of Donald Trump at 2:35. Trump speaks about a nuclear holocaust, and his uncle John G. Trump. John G. Trump was born on 8/21/1907, and no coincidence, this was the date, 8/21/1980, Donald Trump introduced himself onto the national stage at the age of 33. So again, Freemasonic number. This was also under the date, also the date of the first solar eclipse happened under Trump's presidency, 8/21/2017. Okay, this is some pretty interesting stuff. From the birth of John G. Trump, 8/21/1907, to Donald Trump's birth, 6/14/1946, was spanned 225 weeks. John G. Trump died in 1985. In the coming year, 2025 will be the Hebrew year 5785. Time will tell how this all unravels. Biff, ruler, I can hear some of this is a bit out. Did us play this? Play the thingy he had. Okay, so this is 1985 right here. Okay, this is interesting, and they even predicted the head wound as well. So I was following a lot of conspiracy circles, again predicting the Trump's fake assassination for years. So rare original Trump and the Dove, Manhattan Inc. magazine, 1985 political interview. So extremely rare. November 1985, Manhattan Inc. magazine featuring Donald Trump with a dove. So again, for his peace deal. The magazine itself was only in existence from September 1984 to July 1990. The Trump dove cover came during the height of Manhattan Inc.'s run. The magazine, which launched in 1984, was in many ways a magazine that could only existed in the greed is good 1980s, and in fact, it shut down in early 1990. The enclosed article, Donald Trump's Ultimate Deal, is written by Ron Rosenvov and William Coupon, a portrait photographer who shot Trump in New York City for Manhattan in 1985. I shot Donald Trump twice, as his head wound question mark. Interesting. This is my favorite. Trump was offering his services as a peace negotiator between the Israelis and Palestinians. 1985. We thought, get the bird, which proceeded to leave droppings behind. Trump was amenable enough, but not at all happy. But ultimately, it was something. It was that something in his eyes. His eyes, not the birds. This magazine is extremely rare. Probably one of the rarest publications with Trump. Please have a look and see if you can find any other copies that have sold or are available. I bought this myself in New York from the newsstand in 1985. There are no address labels, and the magazine is in near mint conditions. Please judge for yourself. This is an eBay listing there. What else did he have? Okay, this is.
You gotta help me. You were the only one who knows how your time machine works.
Time machine? I haven't invented any time machine.
Okay, all right. I'll prove it to you. Look at my driver's license. Expires 1987. Look at my birthday, for crying out loud. I haven't even been born yet. And look at this picture. It's my brother, my sister, and me. Look at her sweatshirt, Doc. Class of 1984.
Pretty mediocre photographic fakery. They cut off your brother's hair.
I'm telling the truth, Doc. You gotta believe me.
Then tell me, future boy, who's president of the United States in 1985?
Ronald Reagan.
Ronald Reagan? The actor? Then who's vice president? Jerry Lewis?
I suppose Jane Wyman is the first lady.
Whoa, wait, Doc!
And Jack Benny is secretary of the Treasury.
Doc, you gotta listen to me.
I got enough practical jokes for one evening. Good night, future boy.
No, wait, Doc. Doc, the bruise in your head. I know how that happened. You told me the whole story. You were standing on your toilet, and you were hanging a clock, and you fell, and you hit your head on the sink. And that's when you came up with the idea for the flux capacitor, which is what makes time travel possible.
It's interesting, but I don't know why he included that bit, ruler of Trump Valley. Anyways, I don't know why he included that part, but it was pretty interesting. I kept it playing. All right, so that was that. Then there's the full Trump Ultimate Deal. Oh yeah, pseudoscience 80s patent for Wi-Fi to make you hungry, tired, or horny. Add 40 years, 5G, and I guess yeah, definitely. They had a whole bunch of deals. Why is it going there? Okay, Ultimate Deal. Here's the I put higher definition photos right here. And again, this is before I posted this. When was the first time I posted? June 21. This is before the shooting. the alleged shooting. So Donald Trump's ultimate deal by Ron Rosenbaum, Manhattan Inc., November 1985. He's holding the dove right there. And it's literally about... let's see. Did I get how much of it? So I shot Donald Trump twice. That's how much shooting him twice. And his peace negotiator between Israelis and Palestinians. And it says that was his basically his life goal. And I also included... Yeah, so Donald Trump's ultimate deal by Ron Rosenbaum, full interview here. See if I think it has the full text there. The 1985 interview outlines Trump's desire to bring about world peace through nuclear disarmament and at a time when he wanted to broker a peace deal between Israel and Palestine. And fast forward to 2020, and Trump signs the Abraham Accords, which currently has brokered a deal between Israel, neighboring countries Bahrain, United Arab Emirates, Morocco, and Sudan. Peace in the Middle East is Trump's ultimate deal fantasy. Again, they're telling you the script, guys. Fast forward to October 7th, 2023, and the Hamas attack on Israel is setting the stage for a future Trump peace deal and biblical Antichrist covenant with many. All right. So basically, and also his whole bloodline says Christ in it. So this is some like biblical stuff is going on, guys. So the Trump stuff is very interesting. And again, this is. I put this last month, but again, I was reading this for 2 years beforehand. And then the Israel one, so notice how Israel gets attacked during Biden's presidency. So in other words, they're saying, oh, look, Israel got attacked as a Biden. Hamas would have never attacked if it was Trump was president, etc. Okay, there was this stuff. I put the photos there. Trump, a Russian agent, wrecker, and traitor. I think Rosenbaum. Here's a full interview right here. This is a guy that's super anti-Trump there. But anyways, here's the full interview here in text form. In 1985, he set out to solve the world's biggest problem. So this is exactly 40 years, okay? Okay, okay, this one I didn't even read. This is a bit wild, okay, guys. I did not even realize until now. I didn't actually read the whole thing. Okay, listen to this, okay? Listen to this. Okay, I can't even. This is too much. Okay, March 2016, Trump's nuclear experience by Ron Rosenbaum. Donald Trump with his finger on the nuclear trigger. Donald Trump with the nuclear football, the so-called black briefcase of doom. The whole time we're talking about suitcase nukes, and this comes up. Always within reach. The briefcase with the nuclear targeting codes. China, yes. Moscow, no. Okay, what? Donald Trump with the power to destroy life on Earth at the heart of near hysterical and mostly justified fear of Trump that escalated as he approaches the Republican nomination is the fear of Trump with the trigger. It's literally happening. This is 1985. What? Okay, guys. If Trump's walking with a briefcase suit, a suitcase, like a briefcase or a suitcase, just run away. Just don't even. Just go to a different country. Go to Bermuda Triangle or something. All right, that explosive temperament combined with that explosive capability, they're telling you what's going to happen. But it has largely been forgotten that Trump is not new to nuclear matters. He has been thinking about how he handled nuclear weapons and nuclear proliferation for more than a quarter century, at least since 1987, when he claimed to me that he was dealing at a very high level with people in the White House that he would have been in the Reagan White House on doomsday question. That would have made him. So he was telling him that he was in the White House with Reagan, talking about doomsday questions. All right. Okay, briefcase and no shoes. All right, this is a bit ridiculous, guys. It seemed like a joke when I first heard of it back then, but at the very peak of the Cold War, when the U.S. and the Soviet Union had an estimated 25,000 nukes to target each other, thousands of them had on hair trigger alert. No Trump jokes about hair trigger, please. Donald Trump announced that he had the know-how to solve the world's nuclear problems. Trump to the rescue? All right, guys, this is the script, guys. I'm gonna read until it gets boring, but it's not getting boring anytime soon. At the time, few took him seriously. I'm not sure that I took him entirely. I'm not sure that I took him entirely seriously. When I sat down to lunch with him to ask him about his nuclear ideas, I was trying to strike a balance between two conflicting internal reactions: snark at Trump's demeanor. There was his extended odd riff about Muammar Gaddafi's pilot. Okay, it's talking about Muammar Gaddafi. For example, a key source, according to Trump, there was an implication. So his pilot was a key source. Muammar Gaddafi, the one that Hillary killed, allegedly. All right, there was an implication that we needed to bomb the French to stop them from supplying the Libyans. And on the other hand, it was an undeniably serious subject that deserved more attention. I'd already written for Harper's about the surreal, chilling experience of going into nuclear silos, holding the launch keys in my hand, and the strange metaphysics of nuclear strategy. I discussed end of the world with missile crewmen who could bring it about. It's the kind of things that stay on your mind. Eventually, I wrote a book about the nuclear question, how the end begins. So there's again, the end will start with a bang or end with a bang. Oh yeah, the ending will begin with a bang. Okay, but back then I thought an interview with Trump might at least raise the profile of an issue, the end of the world. So talking about Trump, end of the world, 1985, being president, nuclear with a briefcase full of nuclear codes. All right, that I thought people were not paying enough attention to, even if it took a madman like Trump. All right, so they're giving the whole Antichrist narrative as well. So that was the context for the story I wrote, which Slate is reprinting below. The launch arrangements were made by Manhattan Inc. and now gone, but not forgotten magazine found by Jane Amsterdam and Peter Kaplan and beloved by writers. My gig was to take the loudest and glittiest luminaries. Okay, actually, this wasn't the article. This was a different one. This is March 2016. Never mind. I thought this was 1985. I think this guy's talking about him writing it. Oh no, this is the guy that wrote that article. Okay, so he was talking back then. This was before. Okay, now it makes much more sense. But he's still talking about briefcase. He's talking about briefcase, suitcase, etc. Not laughing anymore. No, now here's the text. Okay, so initially he was laughing at it. Okay, I'll actually read the whole thing. This is the guy that wrote the article, and he's like super scared of Trump. When I arrived in office, okay, going back here. Okay, let's going back here. So that was the context of the story I wrote, which Slate is reprinting below. The lunch arrangements were made by Manhattan Inc. and now gone, but not forgotten magazine found by Jane Amsterdam and Peter Kaplan and beloved by writers. My gig was to take the loudest, glittiest luminaries of the loudest, glittiest era of Manhattan, the power brokers, the power lunchers, and out to lunch and to turn on a tape recorder and then to profile their self-importance. Not just the rich and the famous of biz, but politicos like Ed Koch and Mario Cuomo. And Zeitgeist promoters like Robin Leach. Sometimes politics got me kicked out of lunch. Rereading the Trump piece, I recall how surreal it was. I met Trump in his office in Trump Tower, an office that featured a golden mirrored ceiling. And it's all like dedicated to Apollo, if you've seen that. He was already an iconic New York character, but he had grander ambitions, perhaps the grandest, saving the world. So that's his goal, saving the world. Before our lunch, he confided to me that he was talking to people in Washington, even the White House. He was on the verge of breaking through, even then he wanted to be viewed as something more than a glam real estate speculator, someone of substance politically. When I arrived in his office, he told me he was taking a call from Senator Bob Dole, then the Senate Minority Leader, the timing which was probably prearranged. We talked over to the 21 Club, his regular dining spot. Trump cheers, which everybody knew his name, and he instantly started to clamor for his attention, they instantly started to clamor for his attention, clearly lusting to get into his next deal. Even then, he looked down at the grubby big shoes who just wanted to make bigger bucks off real estate. He had higher ambitions, although if you tuned into his tone a quarter century ago, there is at least some hesitation at putting himself forward as a savior of the world. A trace humility at the task. That's gone now. Interesting. He was at least humble back then. What you do find is prescient Trump impatience with defense intellectuals, exemplified in his contempt for then fashionable nuclear deterrence theories like dense pack, a plan to group our nuclear silos so close together that attacking missiles would destroy each other by means of fratricide, crashing into each other over the desolate Great Plains. He saw how dense it was. He knew how about the dangerous reality of a hair-trigger nuclear posture. He said he had an uncle who had a nuclear scientist who made him aware of all the too easy proliferation of nuclear weapons. He had read Strobe Talbot's sagacious history of the START talks, deadly gambits. Still, impatience, combative impulsiveness, not exactly what you're hoping for when it comes to the guy in charge of the nuclear trigger. The combo makes one uneasy. On the other hand, he seemed genuinely aware of just how much danger nukes put in the world and how futile efforts thus far have been to deal with that danger. He didn't sound eager to pull the trigger, which I guess is good. There has to be a deal. Still, I used to laugh when I thought back on Trump and me in 2021 talking nukes. I'm not laughing anymore. I think when he was 21 years old. text below was the first published Manhattan Inc. 1985 and later collected in Manhattan Passion under the headline Trump, the Ultimate Deal, in which he would see the world through the eyes of Gaddafi's pilot. Okay, and some interesting stuff. Okay, and yeah, this is see some nukes world. See what else you can say in here. Anyways, I'm gonna go to the bottom. A world. Okay, so he's saying that still the sudden manifestation of third world strife on his doorstep is a kind of confirmation of Trump's fears, which center on a third world madman getting the bomb like Gaddafi. Interesting. It's all, Gaddafi was part of that script too. Okay, I'm gonna go see if did he mention Israel. Go clean it out. Israeli plant. All right. Palestine. Peace. Okay, let's see what Trump says. I wanted a really nice formal portrait with one thing that's weird, says Butkus. While Trump was combing his hair in the bathroom, she asked him to pose with the bird. I spoke through the door. She says, I said, because you're so interested in world peace, can you pose with the dove? After a few seconds of silence, he said, sure. This is some other peace stuff. Anyways, you read that article. If you guys read the article, let me know. This is written by the article. Both articles written by the guy who wrote the article in 1985. So read the article. Let me know any bombshell stuff because I don't want to read the whole thing. Just the guys recalling it is pretty epic. Okay. Anyways, so this is from February 3rd, 2020. Middle East peace deal is Donald Trump's ultimate deal fantasy, animated by this is from Carnegie Endowment, another one of those big think tanks. A source CNN, I guess from CNN, published CNN. Animated by an extreme pro-Israel bias and frustrated the Palestinians, the administration has now changed the game and fundamentally altered the U.S. approach of the past three administrations by aligning its views with Israel's on the country's final borders. All right, it's not about, okay, so it's not about peace. There is no deal, but that's CNN. Abraham Accords. There's Abraham Accords. There's him with Bibi and the other puppets and so on. And then this is going to expand, I think, when he gets elected. He's going to expand. He's going to include Palestine. That's a big one. This 2023 Hamas-led attack on Israel. So the October 7th one. Again, it's all part of this script. Again, the whole idea is a Hamas attack and then Israel take over. That's part of the script. And then there's a covenant with many. And so apparently the Antichrist is supposed to make a covenant with many as well. So it's all biblical as well. I think there's a covenant with many. Where does it say here? I think
Bible's prophecy about the covenant with many, which we read about in Daniel 9:27. And he shall confirm the covenant with many for 1 week, and in the midst of the week he shall cause the sacrifice and the oblation to cease, and for the overspreading of abominations he shall make it desolate, even until the consummation, and that determined shall be poured upon the desolate. Most of those Christians who wondered about...
the scripture says he's going to make a covenant with many, apparently the Abraham Accords peace deal, and then he breaks it halfway through. And then he also, apparently he's also supposed to go in the third temple and then say he's God. All right, we'll see how that happens. Apparently that's when Satan takes over. All right, we'll see what's going on. All right, he's still here. Make sure... Contact Richard Gage. Any truth? Yeah. Well, again, it's pretty obvious what's happening with the thing. Lots of interesting Abraham Accord coin symbolism. Yeah, that is. I went over the coin one. Abraham coin. I got a post on it. I haven't posted it. Abraham coin Accords. Trump coin. Yeah, there's the temple coins. Yeah, they got some next level stuff in this in the back. Why do they show the background? Here they don't show the back. Like I said, it's got. Yeah, this is the coin front and back. It's got and if one inclines towards peace, it inclines towards you, Donald J. Trump, and he's got sword right there. He's got all the tech. You got the cryptography. You got satellites. You got peace, Saturn. Yeah, you got Saturn. You got the Matrix. You got palm trees, and then there's the I think United Arab Emirates, but soon will be Palestine. Abraham Accord, an eagle, olive tree. Yeah, UAE flags flying over an intricate silhouette of a holy city of Jerusalem, Israel's internal capital, and Abu Dhabi's skyline. So this is what I mean by Israel and all the Arab states. So they're not really enemies. They're all part of the thing. Okay, night, dude. Yeah, Matt G, have a good night. Oh, actually, no, Rotated Motion's going night. Yeah, good night. I'll end the stream soon. I'm still in the zone. Okay, so that's true this stuff. Okay, so that was 1985. Remember that, 1985. Oh, and there's a covenant of many. And he shall confirm the covenant of many for 1 week, and then he breaks it. And that's why I said he'd make a Middle East peace deal and then breaks it. Because again, the mainstream narrative is that he's following the Hitler narrative, so it has to match. So it does not matter what you think of history. The mainstream narrative of history, it's the one that governs. All the billions believe it. And okay, so next one. Okay, so going further about this presidency stuff. So this was Trump peace deal in 1985, and I had some other posts right here. See what else this was. This one. Open this, open this, open this, open this. All right, so and then also President of Palestine calls Trump Your Excellency. U.S. Congress calls Bibi Israel President's Your Excellency and gives him a standing ovation and does that hand sign. And it sounds like Freemasonic degree titles like Worshipful Master, aka Freemasonry, is about illumination through knowledge to become God. That's pretty much a summary of it. All right, so see what opened up here. Okay, so here's my predictions. 7:30 p.m. here, Matt G Epic. I'm not checking out. Yo, you're not checking out. Okay, so Matt G is okay. Lots of interesting. Yeah, you're gripped. Yeah, pretty gripping, guys. And this is let's see, it's if y'all like my fake assassination prediction, you'll love my other predictions. This is one of my other ones. So the peace deal. So this was July 14th when someone was questioning my prediction about the Trump one. I'm like, that's all the shooting one. It's all planned, even if by some Aleister Crowley type black magic. And I said my other predictions are Trump becomes president, signs of Middle East peace deals, breaks a deal which triggers World War III. All right. And then someone commented interestingly here. Okay, someone commented no aliens, no quote aliens contact predictions, and I said, oh whoops, I actually did. That's after World War III. So then if you go to this post, so Fox News watching it, they're saying no motive in the Trump assassination attempt. So just a lone gunman just randomly shooting his ear but not damaging it or anything. All right. All right. Yeah, so that's that. And then I said, if Fox News watched MES Livestream, they would know the motive for Trump's shooting, which is to set the stage for the Antichrist, World War III, then the fake alien invasion. Because my prediction, I'm thinking is that there's World War III happening, and then the fake alien invasion happens, where the aliens come in and say, hey, we're the only ones that can, we're stepping in to prevent you guys from blowing up everything before destroying the planet. And destroying yourself, because they're going to say that all your prophets were actually aliens. They were all us. We were just guiding humanity through the centuries. But now you're about to kill each other, so we have to step in. And now the only way to prevent this is to create a one world government, one world currency, get digital vaccine pass everywhere, and then the apocalypse, etc. All right, so apocalypse. However things can happen, it's gonna happen. I was saying good night, 9/11 revisionist. Oh, 9/11 is going to sleep. Oh, time for bed for me. Oh, there it is. 9/11. Have a good one. 9/11 revisionist. Yes. If that guy wants to debate you, it would be pretty hilarious. Because there's nothing to debate. There's literally towers turn to dust. The before and after photo. Like what in the world are you going to debate here? Links. And also I need to power wash my floor of my house. Okay, so we got to power wash everything soon. So I'll end the stream soonish. So anyways, where's the before and after photos? So when someone says debate, like what are you debating? There's before and after photo. There's before, there's after. There's before, there's after. There's literally nothing to debate here. This is literally ground level, building 7 still there. Building 7 still there, ground level. Okay? There's nothing to debate. So if you want to debate, I'll have a wall and then talk to it. I won't listen. Albert's Pike too, the Mazzini one. Apparently the Pike. Yeah, I've read that one. Apparently it wasn't his. It wasn't confirmation that it was his. Some people say it's a hoax, but hoax or not. But it's literally telling the script. Definitely telling the script, or at least partly the script, which is World War III caused by World War III, where the center is again. It was Christianity versus Islam, with Israel at the center. But yeah, my view is I think Israel gets destroyed in World War III and then rebuilt as a new UN city for like a unified religion mumbo jumbo. All right. Okay, so that Albert Pike's one, that is interesting. I should do a post about that later. Okay, so the next one here. So we got, this is the predictions. Now we got this right here. Trump being called Your Excellency by Palestine. We're not talking about Israel. We're talking about Palestine president. Like, that's why I'm saying that all the same thing. Palestine and Israel are literally the same thing. So whenever you see all the info saying only the Zionists or Israel, but no, like they're all the same thing. I'll follow the same script, which is World War III and free energy suppression. Okay, so going back here, Trump posted, just going back here. Okay, where's the Trump posted? Yeah, this one here. Trump posted to Truth Social yesterday that he'll bring peace to the Middle East and included a letter from President of Palestine calling him Your Excellency. Right? Looking forward to seeing. This was yesterday, I think, or 2 days ago, or last week, whatever. Trump meeting with Netanyahu, talking about policy plans violation of Logan. well, the government murdering people on 9/11 is a violation of every act. Anyways, so and even more forward to achieving peace in the Middle East. DJT. So he's literally saying his goal is peace in the Middle East. And this is H.E. Mr. Donald Trump, former president of the United States, Republican Party, presumptive nominee 2024 president election. Your Excellency, it is with my grave concern that I've received news and later on watched footage of your attempted assassination. And let's see the full thing. This is right here. Okay, open bigger. Okay, so there it is. And it says, acts of violence must not have a place in a world of law and order. Law and order, it's like Trump wrote it to himself and got him to sign it. He probably Trump wrote this, send it to him. He's like, sign it or else we're going to bomb Palestine. All right. Acts of violence must not, law and order, respect for the other with tolerance and valuing of human life is what must prevail. Despicable acts of attempted or successful assassinations or acts of weakness and with failed understanding of peaceful measures. Again, as they're saying, is a lone nut, so it doesn't matter what it is. The narrative, underlying narrative that's not being mentioned much, is that they want gun control. Peaceful measures to resolve conflicts. Differences must be resolved through communication with freedom of expression. Our thoughts are also with the families of those who lost their life and were injured. Also, the only person that died, that firefighter, he's the only one, I assume, in the firefighter department that had a fake name in the back because his name was too long for the jacket, the firefighter jacket. So they shortened it. They removed one of the E's. I think one of the E's. They removed one of the letters to fit. So what are the odds that the only one with a fake name in the back is the one that allegedly died? All right. Wishing you strength and safety, Rasmallah, July 14th, 2024, so the day after. And then respectively, Mohammed Abbas, president of the state of Palestine, calling Trump Your Excellency, who's literally funding Israel. That's literally wiping out Palestine. So it's like, what does that even mean? All right. Mohammed, so nice. Thank you. Everything will be good. Best wishes. All right. It's like, what? All right. Even his thank you is not humble. All right. Okay. So that was the Trump there. I had more stuff. Okay. Going back here. Covenant of Many. There's this one. Okay, now we're gonna go into so he's being called Your Excellency by Palestinian president, and now Israel president, the prime minister, is getting called Your Excellency and getting a standing ovation by U.S. Congress.
Members of Congress, I now have the high privilege and distinct honor of presenting to you His Excellency Benjamin Netanyahu, Prime Minister of Israel. Thank you.
Standing ovation, guys. Unbelievable. Like, what? All right. So they're still clapping. It's like world record. And there's the guy with the hand. This is what the hell is he doing? All right. Thank you. All right. So so he's called Your Excellency, and then his country's bombing Palestine, and Palestine president is calling the U.S. former president Trump his Excellency. Like, what is it? Okay, going back to and then Musk is also there. Musk was a guest of Netanyahu, so it's like they're all Okay, so Elon Musk is Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's guest as Bibi meets with Trump and speaks to U.S. Congress. So Elon Musk at Capitol Hill as the guest of Netanyahu. All right? There's Elon Musk clapping there as a guest from. And then Elon Musk also, what's interesting is, so apparently, so this right here, apparently his son died and changed and was on puberty blockers, changing his gender. So this is the richest man in the world. And again, he's saying my son is dead, killed by the woke mind virus. Blaming that. No, it's actually because it's probably Freemasonic sacrifice. Elon Musk talks about being a billionaire being tricked into signing documents to allow his son puberty blockers. I vow to destroy the woke mind virus after that, and we are making some progress. All right, he's standing by Bibi, Israel Benjamin Netanyahu. He's getting his son killed. He's the richest man in history, apparently, according to the mainstream narrative. Yet, his son's dead with puberty blockers. All right, so something is definitely up. And he also calls his other son, his names were letters and has numbers in his name or whatnot. Yeah, it is a sick old guys, and he's probably a robot too. And he wants to microchip everyone's brains. All right, and there's another one. Go back to that Instagram one. This one here at the ending, before they kind of jump the shark here, at the ending they had something very interesting. So I'm gonna mute this. Go to the end. Okay, so this one here. So also the 2004 RNC versus Idiocracy. There's the same thing. You had wrestlers or football players literally clowning from the setup there in front of the president or future president, and also the ACAB or the LGBT crowd. This AC. The thing is, anti-police crowd. And the Democrats are anti-police. They're choosing a cop/prosecutor as Kamala Harris, and then the back the police crowd are choosing a felon like Trump. So it's like what? We live in a inverted world. All right, that's pretty epic. Okay, so now going back here. So going back to the excellency stuff here. So again, excellency. When you hear these puppets calling each other this stuff. Again, this name's excellency. Who do you call your excellency? Okay, even if you have a king, why would you call a king your excellency? As if they're some sort of superhumans. In other words, they think they're God, and this stems from, in my view, Freemasonry. So one of the degrees in Freemasonry, one of the positions is called worshipful master. So this is Freemason. This is Brick Mason's actual Freemason website. There's no greater honor for a Freemason than when he becomes elevated to the chair of the lodge, master, or worshipful master of the lodge. In other words, you're worshiping man. So the whole idea is, and responsible schedule lodge, etc. A living force, the exemplary worshipful master must live an honorable Masonic life so that the brethren see him as a strong living force and figure out that all see as a role model. Anyways, so it's worshipful master. It's about the Illuminati or whatever. It's all about illumination to become like God or become God, as the Freemason motto is. Which is, again, why they have the whole Lucifer, Satan, snake symbolism everywhere. It's so that they think the good guy is the snake giving knowledge to Adam and Eve, as opposed to the bad guy locking him up and saying, don't eat from this tree of knowledge of good and evil. So anyways, that's the Freemasonic Mumbo Jumbo. And again, that's why they always use these titles. So Your Excellency, again, in my view, we're living in a Freemasonic world order. Okay, and then GTA 6 launching. And also another part is, so GTA 6, I played Grand Theft, this Grand Theft Auto for years back. So there's always, for literally a decade, over a decade maybe, they've been saying that they're going to launch GTA 6, but never have. But now they're officially saying they're launching it in 2025. So GTA 6 trailer leaked one day early, interestingly, the days launching in 2025. So again, GTA 6 launching in 2025 is literally giant confirmation. Okay, Pat Ronning says, Matt, true story. Yep, that is how it is. It's the weird world we live in. All right, so yeah, 2013 was Grand Theft Auto 5. Now the 6th one, also the letter 6. So 6 is the big one. It's coming on 2025. Release Q3, Q4 2025, right in October Surprise or October Surprise this year. So October Surprise is always something happens. Last time it was Trump had allegedly COVID. Then he went to the hospital and rose in 3 days. Again, mimicking Christ or mocking Christ. Okay, and October Surprise is a news event that may influence an outcome of an upcoming November election. So this one. So if there's an October surprise, maybe this year there's a big one. If there's a big October surprise where Kamala, Biden, imagine they die in a plane crash and then Hillary takes over and wins. Because Hillary Clinton, I think her first time she became she won one. JFK, I think JFK Jr. Died or crashed. Hillary Clinton wins. JFK Jr. dies. Crash. I think this is how she won. A meme claiming. Let's see what the fact checkers again. JFK Jr. and the 2000 New York State Senate race decided to retire, and JFK Jr. looked to run for a seat. Hillary Clinton decided to run days later, and JFK's Jr.'s plane was missing. Yeah, so this apparently happened. So John F. Kennedy Jr., the son and namesake of the nation's 35th president, died 10 days after then First Lady Hillary Clinton made her first public moves to run for a soon to open U.S. Senate seat in New York, and meme circulating. Okay, that's interesting. But then they say there's no direct connection. But yeah, apparently that's what happened. So again, I didn't read the full fact check, but that's apparently what happened. So he runs for office, first time ever, and then JFK Jr. dies or plane missing allegedly, and then she wins. So October surprise. Don't rule out Hillary. Okay, Hillary's the big one. She's the only one I think. But Camilla's pretty strong too. She has the. She's black, and she's a woman, so that's pretty big. So let's see this one here. Kamala for the next 5 months is scheduled post in a couple hours.
I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black.
All right, that's Kamala's campaign. It's gonna be. All right, the next one. NASA 2001 document about 2025 technology. So everything's about 2025, but again, 2025 is a quarter century, so it's a big year. And that's why 2025 is big, and then 2030, that's very big. We'll re-own nothing. So future strategic issues, warfare circa 2025, capabilities of the enemy after the next, ongoing worldwide technological revolutions, economic trends, etc. And see the next one. The bots, Borgs, and humans welcome you to 2025. And then politics can change overnight. Russia, Iran, Iraq, Pakistan. Potential capabilities of the future of warfare. Let's see what else. Hunter, killer groups. And then it's going to virtual, bio, nano, 2020. Capabilities. Let's see, there's some more stuff. Bio-revolution. ZP, LENR. They mentioned LENR back in 2000. That's epic. That's the low energy nuclear reactions. EMP, volumetric weapons. Cam bio, isomers, carbon bonds. Okay, limitations. And they're saying humans are limited, etc. Require huge logistic training, so they're saying replace humans with robots. 2025. I'm gonna do some standing quickly, and then see how much else we have in the stream. Okay, Project 2025. We'll go over that soon. I'm just gonna scroll up. I'm gonna start standing now. Just getting my sitting just a bit too much. All right, let's power through like another 15 or 5-10 minutes. Let's go. All right, let's go here. Project 2025. Okay, so Project 2025, literally making my... Yeah, so again, Project 2025, where Trump tries to distance himself, but it's all the same thing. The idea is about giving a theory proposing the United States has absolute power of the executive branch upon inauguration. And so it's literally about, like, I think it's first steps to being a dictator. Every year is a year. The crashes, don't forget. Science, evidence, fringe. Every year is a year. All right, this guy's saying some stuff. I'm talking about 2025 is big. Similar how 2001 was big. It's the beginning of the century. It's the actual first year of the century. Because the first year was 1, not 0. So the century begins at 2001. So 2025 presidential project, also known as Project 25, is an initiative organized by the Heritage Foundation with the aim of promoting collective conservative and right-wing policy proposals to reshape the United States federal government and consolidate executive power should Donald Trump win the 2024 election. The project asserts that the entire executive branch is under the direct control of the president under the unitary executive theory. It proposes reclassifying tens of thousands of federal civil service workers as political appointees in order to replace them with loyalists more willing to enable Trump's policies. In doing so, proponents argue that the change would dismantle what they view as a vast, unaccountable, and mostly liberal government bureaucracy. The project seeks to infuse the government and society with conservative Christian values. Critics have criticized Project 25 as an authoritarian Christian nationalist plan to steer the U.S. towards autocracy, system of government in which absolute power is held by the ruler, known as autocrat. Yeah, so that's pretty much the goal. the goal with what Trump's saying. Many legal experts have said it would undermine the rule of law, the separation of powers, the separation of church and state, and the civil liberties. And Project 25 envisages big changes and so on. So, anyways, the idea is consolidate power and towards Trump. And if you go to Antichrist 2025, kill checks and balances, get many things. Yeah, definitely it's something up there. But yeah, again, the way it works is right wing and left wing, they're supposed to hate each other so much that they ignore what's being implemented. Like the Patriot Act was like literally passed. Was written like way before 9/11, and then 9/11 happened. Now you all of a sudden surveil the entire world. Okay, now this one, I don't know about him. He says, but just if you look at listen to the post here. He says that if you elect him, you won't need another ever vote again.
About this story yet, you may have.
I just want to go back here.
And indeed, that is basically.
Yeah. So Trump cryptically declares you won't have to vote anymore if you win second term. See this?
What Trump said caught my attention that.
Get out and vote. Christians, get out and vote. Just this time. You won't have to do it anymore. 4 more years, you know what? It'll be fixed. It'll be fine. You won't have to vote anymore, my beautiful Christians. I love you, Christians. I'm a Christian. I love you. Get out. You got to get out and vote. In 4 years, you don't have to vote again. We'll have it fixed so good you're not going to have to vote.
I looked around on.
All right. So yeah, he's saying you won't have to vote, and possibly saying he's not Christian. I don't know. It was hard. He could have says. I think he says maybe he says I'm a Christian. Okay, so that is. But anyways, he's saying you won't have to vote anymore if you vote for me. He always jokes about that, but it's like, why do you have to joke about that? It's like you're joking about being a dictator. And then the other one, the funniest one is he won't be a dictator except on day one. Will only be a dictator. Oh, I think I posted it here on Telegram. Yeah, it's like they tell you the script, and he's just so funny that he. Trump says, okay. I think he says he'll only be dictator for day one. Okay, this was a dictator in waiting. The whole news is telling you what's gonna happen. Trump dictator on day one. So he says he won't be a dictator except on day one. So I say the video. So Trump's vowed to only be a dictator on day one, following growing worry over his authoritarian rhetoric. I'll play the video. I hate how they don't just show the videos. Like, this is why. Okay, Trump dictator day one. Okay, let's play this video.
Under no circumstances, you are promising America tonight, you would never abuse power as retribution against anybody.
Except for day one.
Except
Look,
what?
he's going crazy. Except for day one.
Meaning?
I want to close the border, and I want to drill.
That's
drill,
not. That's not.
No.
That's not retribution.
I'm gonna be. You know, he keeps. We love this guy. He says, "You're not going to be a dictator, are you?" I said, "No. Other than day one, we're closing the border, and we're drilling. After that, I'm not a dictator."
So that sounds to me like you're going back to the policies when you were president.
All right. So yeah, it won't be a dictator except for what day one. And if you're worrying about someone being dictator, it means there's already too much power in the government. Yeah, humor is fine, but no one leader of a democracy should even in the jest imply they would be a dictator. People think it's funny. yeah, that's the thing. Trump is allegedly the leader of the strongest country in the world, in the history of the world, or the most powerful. Okay, Bush seniors helped write Agenda 21. Bush Jr. signed the Patriot Act. Obama signed NDAA. Harris incarcerated many. Don wants to give police absolute immunity and invoke martial law whenever he wants. Yeah, and also remember, he's the one who put lockdowns and allowed states lockdown and force mandates and all that, and go along with the whole COVID nonsense, and also brag about Project Warp Speed, and also signed the influenza executive bill like literally months before COVID. Are we going further? Okay, early steps. Trump takeover script on MSN. Okay, this was posted a while ago. This is pretty epic. Okay, so and also the January 6th is big. Okay, so January 6th, and they haven't posted in a while. I keep an eye on their January 6th committee because again, it's for script reading. They haven't posted since 2022, and when they posted their findings, but they're gonna come back, in my view, and because I think Trump's gonna. There's a chance he might lose the election, but then because he's perceived by the news that he's obviously going to win, he's going to steal it somehow. That's another prediction where we might need to do a full live stream on it. And then he's going to win somehow. He's going to take it over, and then similar to January 6th, because January 6th was predictive programming for what's going to happen. So let's see what this guy says. This is, again, he used to be on MSNBC. This is 2022, November 6th. Let's see. He wants to imagine it's January 6th, 2025. He's telling the script. The GOP-controlled House and Senate have gathered to count the electoral votes, and GOP, let's say, have engineered a 269 Biden-Trump tie. Sound plausible? It's not. Let's see right here.
Happen as a matter of course in this country. Okay. So tonight, I want you to picture the scene as I take you to a post-midterms future. It's January the 6th, 2025. And by now you know what that means. It's the date legally mandated by the Electoral Vote Act and codified by 3 U.S.C. 15.
Okay, this is too long. I'm going to go fast forward to the end.
Republican governor sent a pro-Trump slate to denying Republican governors and Secretarial Count Reform Act. The ECRA is...
Actually, yeah, he tells you he gets all of his guys in so that he loses the election, but then he'll take over and get them all to vote to take the votes back, similar to January 6th, but actually done it.
Yes, the Supreme Court. Pennsylvanians or give him another 4 years in the White House. It didn't work then.
I can guarantee you Joe Biden didn't get 50 million people vote for him, but yet people think that he's won this election.
I signed a letter with 120 other generals and admirals saying that Trump won the election, and damn it, I stand by my election.
Yes or no, though, simply, do you feel the election was stolen?
Yeah, I do. And look. This picture I am painting for you isn't hyperbole or fiction or fantasy. It could happen. It is possible. Unlikely, yes, but far from impossible or implausible, sadly. Not based on what we've seen in recent years and, more importantly, recent weeks. It's why so many of us are saying that Tuesday could be the last time you vote in a free and fair election in the United States. The last time your vote actually matters and determine the outcome of the 2020 with 6 conservative justices.
Okay, then it goes to the Supreme Court, and then they overturn the election, apparently. Let's see.
As 15 Republican co-sponsors. This coming... Put Trump back in the... and his gang vote to return Trump to the...
Okay, I'll play this until it gets... I think it's pretty good. I'm going to play this whole thing.
Picture the scene as I take you to a post-midterms future. It's January the 6th, 2025. And by now you know what that means. It's the date legally mandated by the Electoral Vote Act and codified by 3 U.S.C. 15 for Congress to be in session to count the Electoral College votes for President of the United States. Something that used to happen as a matter of course in this country, a rubber stamp, essentially. What basketball players would call a layup, golfers would call a gimme, and texters would call NBD. No big deal. On January the 6th, 2025, as the 119th Congress is meeting, 4 years on from a violent insurrection, I want you to imagine that Republicans now control both the House and the Senate, having taken control of both chambers in the red wave of November 2022 and having easily kept hold of them in November 2024. It isn't too difficult to envision, is it? In the presidential election that same month, Joe Biden faced off against Donald Trump again, and Biden triumphed again, winning the popular vote by several million and winning the Electoral College as well by a healthy margin again. But now, in January 2025, and in the 2 months since Biden's re-election victory, there's been chaos in key swing states. In Pennsylvania, where Biden won again, Republican Governor Doug Mastriano, yes, he was elected in 2022, the guy who was at the Capitol on January the 6th, 2021, outside the Capitol. Mastriano has rejected Biden's win in Pennsylvania, claiming without evidence massive election fraud, and signed off on his own slate of pro-Trump electors to go to D.C. instead on 1/6. Meanwhile, in Michigan, Republican Governor Tudor Dixon and Republican Secretary of State Christina Caramo, both of whom denied the results of the 2020 presidential election, but were still elected to office back in those 2022 midterms, they've done the same, rejecting the will of Michiganders and sending a pro-Trump slate of electors to D.C. In Wisconsin, Tim Michels, elected governor in 2022 after he apparently attended the Glenn Youngkin Academy for how to become a non-threatening, vest-wearing Republican candidate. Michels in 2025 has refused to certify a win for Biden and has sent a pro-Trump slate to D.C. as well. The same Michels, who prior to his victory in 2022 said in this recording released by the Republican Accountability Project, well, he said the quiet part out loud, didn't he?
Republicans will never lose another election in Wisconsin after I'm elected governor.
So to repeat, imagine it's January 6, 2025, and Biden has lost his electoral college votes from Michigan, from Wisconsin, from Pennsylvania. And the result is now shockingly 269 votes for Biden and 269 for Trump in the electoral college. It's a tie, a dead heat. And under the 12th Amendment, it goes to the House of Representatives, where the Republicans control a majority of House delegations, and they get to pick the president. So Speaker of the House Kevin McCarthy and his gang vote to return Trump to the White House. It doesn't matter that Joe Biden, the Democrat, won both the popular vote and the electoral college vote, both by comfortable margins. False claims of election fraud pushed by election-denying Republican governors and secretaries of state put Trump back in the Oval Office. All because of what happens at the ballot box this coming Tuesday in the 2022 midterm elections.
All right, and anyways, yeah, but I think there was not a red wave. Democrats did better in that midterms. But anyways, politics is all fake, guys. But just telling the script. So if it goes down to the wire again, and then Trump will have more of his guys winning, that would certify the like switching the election. So unlike Pence, where Pence didn't certify it, you're gonna have a guy that certifies it, or the Supreme Court takes it to the Supreme Court, and then they certify that. So basically, switch over the results. And again, the results, whether they're real or not, it's all just a mumbo jumbo. And okay, next setup here. Again, two more things. Okay, Artemis Moon landing was supposed to be 2025, moved to 2027 or later, and also Solar Storm 2025 and Cyber Polygon. So, and that's it. These dangerous anti-elections are a threat to our democracy. Yeah, but there's like some truth in it, because they don't. It's like similar to COVID. They kept saying swine flu, H1N1, mad cow disease, blah blah blah. It was all just whatever. And then COVID happened. Similar to this was saying Trump's threat to democracy, blah blah blah. He's Hitler. He's a Putin puppet, blah blah blah. And then the big one happens. Because yeah, we're following a script. Okay, it's like I don't know how to stress this enough. All right. Next setup. Last two things and I'm ending it, guys. And then I gotta go power wash the floor. Alright. Okay, so moon landing apparently supposed to be in 2025, but it got moved over to it in 2027. So the Artemis 2 crewed mission will perform, this was August 23rd, will perform a lunar flyby and return to Earth, making it the first time people have been back to the moon since 1972. This will pave the way for Artemis 3 in 2025, which will be the first crewed landing on the surface in 53 years. And I wrote update. Update has been delayed to at least 2027. All right, so we have people actually believe politics in the chat. All right, Artemis 3 is planned to be the first crewed moon landing, and then this is since 1972. So again, we have the moon landing happening at the same time as Trump's taken over. Again, Trump's gonna be president, regardless how he does it. He's gonna be president, and he's gonna be the last president. So he will be the last president. Just keep that in mind. The Government Accountability Office reported that the mission is not likely to occur before 2027. So still during Trump's presidency, or dictatorship, or whatever you want to call it. All right, and that's the moon mission. And I put some other interesting stuff here. Artemis. Yeah, where's the Artemis? Okay, Artemis links. Okay, moon. Artemis. Man, I can't believe I spelled it wrong. E, then I. Artemis. Yeah, so they're also looking to Yeah, so a manned lunar flyby is scheduled 2024, while a subsequent flight will eventually land both the first person of color and the first woman on the moon. All right, this is like predictive programming for Kamala Harris to win. Oh, no way. All right, let's see these photos right here of the people. Here's the photos of Artemis 2. Artemis 2 crew gets first look at mission vessel. Okay, so you got a black guy and a woman. Let's go. And then you got to combine the two. You got Kamala. Unbelievable. You're going to do this for a long time. Interesting. That other guy. And also, they're going to go to Mars as well. All right, all these planets. But I thought the Earth is flat supposed to be. Let's say Earth, solar system. I don't know, flat Earth. Live stream. Where's that model? Okay, here's the flat Earth model. How the dinosaurs got extinct. Let's see this. Where's the? Oh, this one. Political underline. I love the math and physics. Yeah. I'm not aligned. I'm using for script and narrative stuff, and also to get people to wake up by 9/11. So they watch my Trump stuff. They're like, all right. Where's that live stream? I did a live stream. Okay, I got a whole bunch. Flat Earth lunar eclipse. Okay, I think this one here. Yeah, okay, so we're gonna be traveling to Mars, guys, and then the moon. Where's the moon? Okay. all right. Okay, the next one. Okay, Cyber Polygon, guys. So Cyber Polygon, there's supposed to be a solar storm. It's supposed to be hitting. Yeah, the big one is solar storm, and probably gonna blame it on climate change or whatnot. Okay, so this one here, May 2025, May 2025, may be worse. This I use this for the screenshot for the thumbnail that I made, and they missed us by by 9 days, and they're saying there's gonna be a solar storm that's gonna hit Earth 2025.
1850.
And they're gonna all the power is gonna go off or something, and it's gonna cause electromagnetic storm. It's hitting the Earth, and this person has like some weird MK Ultra type setup with long COVID or whatnot. So if you go to physics, yeah, we'll do that as well. This is some weird stuff about her. Anyways,
Safeguards and boosting. Anything that's plugged in, or your computer might get fried, your camera might get fried, if it's plugged into something. Chances are the smaller electronics wouldn't be as affected. If there's evidence of a solar flare incoming, one of the best things to do would be to unplug all of your shit. So the economic impacts of something like the Carrington event, $2.6 trillion is one of the estimates. 2.6.
All right, so 2.6 trillion, guys. It's gonna be like they need to print that much money to after this Cyber Polygon, which is caused by a solar flare. And then this is the she's life with long COVID. So she did a live stream, 11-hour live stream of her with long COVID. It's like some sort of weird MK Ultra going on, where like yeah she's like dying now apparently. 6 months ago, last year I got COVID, and she has long COVID, can't get out of bed, and then she was wearing like double masks. This is right after her wedding too. This is some weird stuff going on. Anyway, she's long COVID. There was another photo of her she's wearing like a mask while like taking a nap, sleeping in the hospital. Anyways, she got quote long COVID, whatever that means, and now she's doing live streams with long COVID for 11 hours. Like, what kind of nutcases are watching this?
They looked at flights where they used double masking.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, double masking. The first thing I do is double mask. See this?
Careful.
Yeah.
And then they looked at flights where they used double masking, and there were no reported cases of transmission. Wow.
Wow. Okay, listen. First thing I do, they said there was some sort of bogus report of flying, and this. Look at all the donations. Unbelievable. And they're getting they said there's the bogus report saying there's no transmission of COVID or whatnot in flight and with double mask.
Where they used double masking, and there were no reported cases of transmission. Wow. Yeah. So masking works. Like.
All right. Just when people start wearing two masks, I cannot believe it. I just cannot. That was when I almost like. I was this close to giving up on humanity. Like 2 masks. Think about it. From any standpoint, it is the stupidest thing of all time. Okay? Even 1 mask is stupid. It's like breathing. You don't need to be a scientist to realize breathing is good, okay? It doesn't matter how or what. Breathing is good when you're covering it up like a nutcase. All right. And especially when the kids do it too, they won't even know facial expressions. They get like, it's pretty much like a way to shut people down. All right, that's Cyber Polygon.
In 1850.
And then where's the Cyber Polygon that other guy was talking about? The Klaus Schwab guy. Cyber Polygon. Also, my logo is pretty epic. So this is a They Live guy who's saying by year 2025 we have complete control. This is literally Klaus Schwab, and this is Sparks 2025. The Seattle Superstorm's coming, and yeah, nuclear suitcase nukes. Apparently, a suitcase nuke is gonna blow up the whole world. Only Democrats engaged in affairs and agendas. Science is one of those special little fellas that think it's one-sided and only Democrats are engaged. Well, it's reversed. Well, yeah, before it was the opposite. It was like before the right wing was conspiracy, and now it's like left wing because they're saying Trump's ear was obviously not was not shut. Also, one more on the Trump's Messiah. This Looney Tune calling Trump America's Messiah.
What is the prophetic seal that Yahweh placed upon Donald Trump and upon his true people? It is supernatural prosperity and blessings. That's the prophetic seal. The ring of God, when he touches your life, there will be unparalleled blessings that will come into your life that you didn't ask for, you didn't create. You're just anointed for that season, and the evidence of it is on the prosperity of the nation and the people. Donald Trump carries the prophetic seal of the calling of God. He is Joseph. If you are anointed by Yahweh for a specific plan and purpose, you are a Messiah. Yeshua was the Messiah of mankind, but Donald Trump is the Messiah of America.
What? All right. Okay, this guy, this is a Looney Tune. All right, guys. So anyways, Trump is the American Messiah. Okay, I think that's pretty much it, guys. I don't think anything else. Is there anything else you'll want? But actually, I think it's probably it. I will save this. I'm gonna update this. Oh yeah, so Jesus wants to be rich, guys. Yeah. Also, another part is, so Trump again. Trump is his pastor that he believed in was a 33-degree Freemason. So Trump wiki. Let's go. And it was one of those prosperity teachers. Pastor. So he appointed his personal pastor, televangelist Paula White. Okay, Paula White is one of those prosperity ones, but also his other one. That's his personal pastor. It's non-denominational. It's one of those other one, and then Peel. Peel, is that his name? No, religious religion. Where's yeah, this one. Why did they ignore it? Trump Trump's prosperity preacher. Let's see what his name is. He says he's chosen, and there's a video of it. Yeah, he does. He looks at the sun too when he says the solar eclipse. Edgar Peel. What's the guy's name? Okay, where does it go? Positive, yeah, power of positive thinking, and what is the guy's name? I hate how they just don't give me the information. Like, what is it? Oh, Norman Vincent Peale. Okay, so I go to church. I love God. I love my church. Told the Family Leadership Summit in Iowa. Norman Vincent Peale, the great Norman Vincent Peale, was my pastor. This is Trump's pastor, Norman Vincent Peale. He's a prosperity pastor. So here, Norman Vincent Peale, he died December 24, 1993. American Protestant clergyman. He had the concept of power of positive thinking. It's one of those, like the secret book and so on. Think positive. Let's see. I'm just going to go here. Whoops. Okay, I'm gonna go mute tab. Okay, yeah, so Reverend Billy Graham said the National Council of Churches on June 12, 1960 that I don't know of anyone who has done more for the kingdom of God than Norman and Ruth Peel, or have meant more than any of the life encouragement they give me. Mary L. Trump and Too Much and Never Enough wrote that Donald Trump's father, Fred Trump, was heavily influenced by Peel, and that the Trump family regularly attended Peel seminars during the 1950s. As a child, Donald Trump attended this Marble Collegiate church with his parents, Fred and Mary. Both he and his two sisters, Mary and Elizabeth, were married there. Trump has repeatedly praised Peel and cited him as a formative influence. And also Scott Adams, creator of Dilbert, says Peel's writings influenced him to achieve success. All right, so Scott Adams as well, but it's about finding his monetary success, etc. And then if you go Freemason, Peel was a 33-degree Freemason of the Scottish Rite. All right, let's go. And it's interesting. It's all about the prosperity and so on, but it's like they ignore the Jesus quote saying, it's harder for a rich man to go through the eye of a needle than, or no, it's harder for a cow to go for an eye of a needle than a rich man go to heaven. So that's some contrast right there. Okay, yeah, Dr. Norman. Okay, there. Timothy Sullivan's got it in. I got it right. Yeah, I should have just looked at yours quickly. Do they Norman? They don't even include Norman in Trump's freaking wiki. Unbelievable. There's Paul White as prosperity one. Prosperity theology, yes, all about prosperity. Is the health and wealth gospel, the gospel of success, seed phase gospel, faith or word faith. That financial blessing and physical well-being are always the will of God for men, and that faith, positive speech, and donations to a religious cause will increase one's material wealth. What? Let's go. All right, guys. That's some wild stuff. All right, guys. That is all. Anyways, 2025 is going to be epic. This one is more of a brainstorming one. If I find a specific prediction that I'll make, like similar to the Trump one. So again, I got the Trump shooting way before Trump. Fake assassination. Remember, I did the live stream way back. I did this June 15th, 2024. I even said join me as a deep dive into many instances seemingly foreshadowing Trump's upcoming fake assassination and recovery. Unlike other claims of predictive programming, this one is for an event that has not yet happened. So there it is. Anyways, I was brainstorming. 2025 is a big year, and I am done. All right, guys, that is all. All right, that is all. We were at 3 hours and 11 minutes. 3:11. That's when COVID was declared pandemic. And all right, guys, that's all. Thanks for joining. Have a great weekend. All right, guys, have a great weekend. And that is all, guys. Remember, throw some cash on me, guys. Let's be prosperous. Like prosperity gospel. All right. I saw a live stream and it was good. You called it. I feel like both sides are bought and paid. Oh, yeah. Trump's just a puppet. He's playing the Freemasonic hero role. The Freemasons love to do the duality, the good guy, bad guy. So Iran's playing the global bad guy. And it's all just a giant show. Remember, it's a giant show. And the way it is, whatever your worldview is, one way of seeing how accurate you are is, how accurate your worldview is. Can you predict the future? If you have good info, it means you are more likely to know what will happen next. So if you think Trump's real, what's your prediction? Okay, if you think he's if you think that it's liberals are the bad ones, well, what's your prediction? I'm saying they're all bad, and then you could do a better prediction. Because you're not going to see a prediction like mine anywhere. Like, so there's some saying that they had a vision or whatnot, but they're likely psyoped. They knew the script, or you just read the script and tell them. Anyways, don't get caught up in fakes, anything, in fake reality. And that's all, guys. Bless up. Have a good one. And I'm ending the stream, guys, in 3, 2,